But we should say that the Axis are winning this game, even though it's kind of hard to follow with all these things going on. They are.
This was not like this when I was testing this earlier.
Of course it wasn't.
I really don't know how the score screen came up on the.
I think it has something to do with the shortcuts on the keyboard and the controller.
Yeah.
I think the mapping's off. But now it's halftime, so let's talk.
Yes. So that actually meant that the Team Data Life took a pretty clear and decisive first win. And let's just read out the players on Team Data Life. It's Tobias Öfalk, who's also known as Tapes, he's been streaming Call of Duty for many years, so I'm sure he's racking up the.
The problem was having the keyboard connected and the controller, because the controller had been disconnected from power, so the keyboard wasn't inputting correctly.
Yeah, that's what I thought. The mapping was off.
Now it's working.
All right.
That is what I like to hear. The problem
you can
is
switch
solved.
between the players here.
Oh, it works.
So now you can see the actual game.
All right. Now I'm not looking like an idiot anymore. Sorry for. Oops. Don't unplug it again. All right. Sorry guys, technical difficulties, but we are back, and the first game isn't even over, so that's great. Right now, let's just.
Data Life is in the lead.
Let's go over to Data Life and look at Tobias playing a bit. Tapes. He's got a 13-8 kill death ratio, so he's not dominating, but we can see that a couple of players on Team Skill Twins are really struggling. That is. 2 replacements, actually, late replacements, so they're kind of excused for that. Fadi and Jesper, obviously they came in last minute, so they're struggling a little bit here. But we can see that on the Axis team, most players are on a positive kill death count, and that is why they're winning, I think. We got Stefan Engblom, who's actually we can turn over to him. He's part of the DJ house, the DJ duo Data Life, and this is him playing, going up there, the tank. We can see, of course, where they're coming at him, and oh, there he went down. And let's see.
It seems that Skill Twins are teaming up better this time. They're playing as a team instead of individuals.
Are we talking about skill? Yeah, it's a little bit. They're starting to get into it a little bit better, and you know, clearly, you got to play as a team and you got to play the objectives. And
it seems that they are picking off Team Data Life.
Yes, but it's still the Axis side leading here, so
by a long shot, even.
Yes.
It seems.
Yes. And they're defending now, and they're following Stefan here. And let's see if we can turn over to one of the Skill Twins and see how they're playing. This is Jacob Elzine, so one of the Skill Twins, and he's got a pretty rough kill death ratio, 6-15. It seems he's struggling a little bit. There's one player that's really carrying the flag on the Skill Twins side.
Absolutely, it seems to be Joachim.
Yes. So let's turn over to him. He's really racking up the kills. He's dying a lot, but he's certainly racking up the kills. So he's
his diving tactic is working, it seems.
Yes. I think it's kind of hard if you're playing on a team that's struggling a little bit. It's hard to avoid getting killed a lot. But you know the kill count does say that he's he's got the skills for this.
Absolutely.
So see there, he traded a kill for a death.
And you can see that overall, Data Life is having the best kill death ratio.
Yes.
Overall, not even if you put it towards the Skill Twins, it's few players carrying the team, for sure.
But of course, we're playing objectives, so you can still make a difference even though you're not getting the kills. But
Absolutely. They are racking up the kills now.
Yeah.
The points are getting closer.
But we see that we've got Axis holding 2 out of 3 points right now. So right now the points are we're starting to get towards the end of it. Of course, the timer is also coming down, so I'm not sure. Will they do 200? Oh,
And
that's
there
it.
we go.
That's
There
it.
we go.
The good guys didn't win this time. So
The crowd is crazy.
yes, the crowd goes wild as Team WWII wins the first game. Sorry about all the technical difficulties. I think Dory explained it. I didn't quite get what happened, but it had
was
to do
an
with
issue
the
both the PS4 controller and the keyboard being plugged in. The commands got switched together, and we are very sorry.
apologies all around. But I think we are now sort of primed and ready for the next game, which is going to feature the other 2 teams in the tournament, Team Vlad Reiser and Team Dead by April. Vlad Reiser is a popular YouTuber, so he's going to play himself. And we've got Dead by April, which is a metal band.
Yes.
Are you familiar?
I am.
Yes. So maybe you can tell us some more about what sort of metal band they are.
Well,
so glam metal or what's?
I don't really know that much about them, sadly.
But from what I hear, it's mainly that team is mainly made up of the members of the band. So
Yeah.
we've got
And that's fun.
Joel, Pontus, Marcus, Jonathan, and I heard that Soran isn't part of the team, but he's a friend of theirs. So and with Team Vlad Reiser, I don't really know exactly what the other players why they
know
are on
that,
his team, but I know Paula.
Swedish game profile.
Yes.
Fenima
Yes.
is on the team.
Yes. So we're gonna see if she's got any skills, and of course I'm saying this very sort of harsh.
Oh.
I wouldn't want to be playing myself and be streamed and make mistakes because you're gonna
We
die
all
in
do.
Call of Duty. Like
all do.
the best players in Call of Duty, they die a lot.
Absolutely.
So there's no shaming that. Of
It's
course,
about tactics.
of course,
and team play.
you don't want to end up with a 0-14 kill death ratio.
But it happens. Let's be real.
It does happen, and like I said, the guys who were struggling the most were sort of last-minute replacements. So
Yeah.
no shame in that. Good sports for just turning up and making sure that we have full teams. Yeah, I think we're just letting people get in and out of shares, which is probably going to be a more lengthy experience the further we get into the night, as people get a little bit more rowdy.
And it is still domination, the capture.
It is domination.
map.
All these first 6 games that we're going to stream are domination. We're going to play on, it's called Flag Tower? Is that that's the name of the map that we're going to play right now? I think so. So we're going to switch the map, so it's going to be a little bit different. Looks like it may be, could it be Normandy? I don't know.
Maybe.
Flag Tower. Looks kind of like it. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see as we get in there. But yeah, looking forward to seeing a new map. We are playing the final game. This is it. This is what you'll be playing at midnight. So, and we're playing on PS4. So that's it. I'm gonna see if I got any. Whoops.
Comments on this small phone in front of us.
Any insults? So it looks like Raid World War II. No, this is not Raid World War II. This is Call of Duty World War II, and it's a very different game. So if you're seeing Raid World War II, I would maybe polish those goggles of yours. What's going on here? Well, maybe that's a good chance for us to say what's going on here. We're at the Call of Duty World War II launch event in Stockholm, Sweden, and right now the launch battle tournament is taking place. We've got 4 teams battling it out for honors tonight, and we're in the group games, the group stages, so we're just going to decide sort of the seeding for the semifinals and the finals to come. We've just played the first game. We're waiting for the second game to start, to kick off. We've got to play domination. It's all domination this first round of
this
games.
time it is Dead by April and Vlad Reiser.
Yes, I have no idea. I thought the Dada Life would be a good team because I could see that the tapes was on there.
You
and
just figured?
Yes, but I don't know what Team Vlad Reiser and Dead by April what they're going to bring, but it's going to be interesting. So we'll get to see that. And
are Dead by April gamers? That is the question.
I would assume that they are since they're here. You know, it would be terrible to come here and not have picked up. I have seen that happen. When a celebrity comes to an event like this, and I wouldn't say doesn't know what to do, but all right, we're getting the thumbs up, so we're ready to start the game.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep the anecdotes of football players not really knowing what they're doing with the
no
game.
fishing metaphors.
No.
Okay.
But we're ready to go, and this is Team Vlad Reiser and Team Dead by April. We're gonna start on Vlad Reiser, I think. Maybe start on Paula. That we know a little bit.
Fun.
Yeah. She is.
It does not seem to be Normandy.
No, this is something entirely different. But it's the Flak Tower. That's what we're playing here. And let's see.
And there we go.
So this should be. T. No.
Is it the same problem again?
No, it's not. I just need to.
Here we go.
Okay.
Sorry about that once again.
I'm learning the podcasting here as we go, so sorry for looking like a fool. All right,
there we go. We are following Paula Fenjima Mannernik.
Yes, if they're seated in the right
If
chairs.
they are.
But
Hopefully.
we've been promised that they are, so that we would be. So we're not lying here.
Don't blame us.
No, she's on a 1-2 kill-death ratio so far, and just went to 1-3. We got started out pretty even here. We got 1 point being contested, B point, and we've got A for Axis and C for the Allies. So
it seems that it's going very well for Joel on the Dead by April team.
yes, he's really racking up the kills.
Absolutely.
But it's all about controlling these points. So don't get too focused on the kill death, because if you're not holding the points, it doesn't really. Well,
very true. Very true.
that doesn't really give you anything at the end of the day. But it's typically the case that if you do kill people, you tend to take the points as well. So
unless you get mixed up.
yes, I mean sometimes
that
you
does
get
happen.
carried away, and let's see here. It's a very even match so far, and B is currently with the Allies. But is it being contested? Yeah, it's being contested right now. So, and now it's with Axis. So it seems like a battle for B here, with each team holding A and C, and then B is where all the action is at. You can, I mean, we can really see that here. Should we switch over
Very
to?
even.
Who was it that's holding? Joel.
Joel, yeah, he took the point.
Yeah, let's switch over.
He seems to be doing very well for his team, helping
Is he
out
camping?
a lot. That's a good question.
Yeah, he's holding a point there. So no, he's not camping. He's just playing well. And right now, it seems like it's we're getting some kill streak action going here. Yes, glide bomb kills. Oh, he's on a roll here.
It's a very close match, though, kill-wise.
It is very close in terms of the points.
Absolutely.
I think we're gonna actually, we're probably gonna see the time run out here, because And well,
There we go again.
we've tuned into the best player of the game. Clearly, he's just racking up the kills, getting the streaks going, and
Getting
yeah.
the specials.
Yes. And as you can see, he's getting even more points thanks to that. The recon's assists. Ah!
There we go.
And we got to see him die as well. Let's see if we have any other player that's doing well. On the other team, we've got...
Let's do maybe William.
That is... Yeah, let's turn to William.
Yeah.
There we go. He's got a positive kill. He's the only one on the WWII team that have a positive kill death.
Yeah, they seem to be aiming more for the points
Yes.
than the kills, which
Yes.
is an okay strategy for sure. Because
I mean,
obviously
it's
they're
what
doing
it's,
well.
it's what it's about. But right now, the Axis has sort of edged out a lead here that's going to be difficult to pull back, I think,
Absolutely.
because they're holding B right now and they're racking up the points.
With 35 seconds to go.
Yes. So I think they're going to take this first round. But this has been a game all about B.
Yeah,
That's been the
for sure.
pretty much the whole game has been about contesting B, which is not surprising given the layout of this map. It's really a choke point, and of course holding two points means that you're racking up the points. So that's what it's all about. But it's been pretty even though if you look at the kill deaths, you can see that most players on Dead by April have a better kill death ratio than on the WWII team. All right, so we got a bronze star here for was it William that we were following towards the end
I
here?
think so, yeah.
Yeah, he's the best player
So
on
William on
WWII.
WWII.
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
So now it seems that we are following.
See if I can follow this again.
There we
All
go.
right. All right. Let's see. I gotta remember K. Remind me that it's K.
Okay, K. Oh, I mean K.
Yeah. So let's tune to WWII, shall we?
Yes, sir.
Further apart. All right.
Oh,
Yeah, we got a widescreen set up here, so
well, we are sorry.
sorry I had to move away a little from you there. I'm
Is it
so
because
used
of
to
me?
yeah, I'm so used to crouching up together that
Yeah.
I'm being told by the director here to. So we're currently we are watching. Is it?
We could go to WWII,
Yes.
the actual WWII.
There we go.
There we go.
And he's got a 15-18 kill death, so he's pretty much 50-50.
Yeah.
Which
Which is good on this kind of map.
yeah.
It's not only about kills.
No.
Obviously.
I mean, it's really not about kills, but
Yeah.
you have to kill people to stay alive. So you can't play the objective if you're just dying all the time. So there we go.
That would be unfortunate.
He's playing the objective clearly here. He's trying to capture C.
And it seems to be going very well.
He's trying not to get spotted there, but
Yeah. That was tough. 4 against 1.
yeah, I think
Always a tough odd.
That is something that some of these teams are struggling a little bit with the team play.
Yeah, for
You
sure.
know, trying to take one of the points by yourself is
Yeah. And
typically going to end badly for you.
Yeah, and it's an easy thing to forget that it's a team play when you're playing alone.
Yeah. Sometimes you can sneak around and maybe get a point without sort of the other team noticing, but clearly they were on point there. And this is such a cramped little map
Yeah, exactly.
that the action is
And it's
very close
crowded.
to
It gets really crowded really fast. When
But as you can
many people are on the objective at the same time.
And let's go to the best player again. I want to see some. Let's go here. No,
So Joel
is it Joel?
on the Dead by April team.
I think we're on.
Now we are on Pontus.
Pontus. So this is one of the members of Dead by April.
Dead by April seems to be doing very well.
I mean, they are a band, so I'm sure they are. I'm sure they are. They are in a band together, so they should be coordinated. They
absolutely.
They should be able
Good
to
team
team play. Oh, we get to see some kill streak action going here. Glide
a lot
bomb.
of those.
Yeah, I think.
On the Dead by April team.
Yeah. I don't know if that's like one of the first that you can use, but I would think so because we've seen it a couple of times already. I'm sorry that I'm not entirely clued into the kill streaks, etc. But it's nice to see. And the Axis is pulling away a little bit now. They're holding B
it
and
is
C.
still very.
It's competitive,
It's very close. But it's
But since they have B now, I
Yeah.
don't see this being turned around.
absolutely not.
Oh, they're trying for C. Yeah, so.
It does seem that both teams are thinking very tactical, though.
Yep.
It's not all about kills, which is a very good thing on this
Yeah.
kind of map.
Let's see if we can turn back to the ally side and see how they're trying to.
So we are now on. Let's see.
Well, Vlad now? Vlad Reiser, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's actually turned things around, and that's a positive kill death count now.
No, it's not Vlad. It's Dylan.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. We should turn to Vlad and see what he's doing. That's.
So now we're on Vlad.
Yeah. He's got a negative kill death ratio, but it's not terrible by any means.
Yeah.
It's a fairly close one.
He might be going objective.
Yes. He seems to be camping though on the edge of the
Yeah.
map. So I'm not sure about that. But yeah,
It seems
he went heroically into the middle and died. But
well,
yeah,
there we go.
yes,
That's the end.
that's a win for Dead by April. I would say that. All right, so
It's a big win.
It was a pretty big win.
was a big win.
It was a big win.
But it was a very close battle almost the entire time.
Yes, and I think that's also testament to the how close the map is.
Yeah,
that
for
it's
sure.
so close that the action is always, you're never far away from it, and there's not one team pulling away tremendously.
Yeah, and it's very team-based.
Yeah, they kept it team based. I know that you can play it otherwise as well, but it was
You have
kept
done
very
it
good.
many times.
Yes, I'm a lone wolf. But yeah, we're gearing up for the third game, and we're actually going to see Vlad Reiser again.
Yes.
So they got an instant chance to redeem themselves.
Yeah,
Against-
Dada Life that
Oh.
won the first round
Yeah, so
by a lot even.
they were very good. So I think we'll see just how good Dada Life were and how good Vlad Reiser
Yeah.
were with this one. So that's going to be interesting. But even though Vlad Reiser lost this game, you could see that all the players were competitive. They were putting up the kills. So it wasn't a
both
complete
teams really tried for the objectives.
Yes, that's what we could see. The way that B was contested all the
Yeah.
time. Sometimes they were lone wolfing it and paying the price for it. We could see that as well. But and it gets very intense. We're playing 6-on-6, and I think you could probably play up to 8. It's 18, I think, on this map, which gets incredibly crowded.
Yeah, very crowded.
Two members of the winning team are coming in, so
All right.
Let's move.
Okay, we're getting joined by Dead by April.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey. It's fine, and we're in English as well. So. No worries.
I do streaming, so I talk in English all the time. I don't know why.
You got to just turn it on.
I do.
So. What? Yes. All right.
Also here.
Yeah. We're gonna try this. This is gonna be very complicated, but I'm gonna try and pass the mic when I'm not talking. So, first of all, Dead by April, you're here to play. Can you tell us just first of all who you are, your names, and so because I don't know.
All right. So, well, my name is Joel. I'm not a part of WWII, but I'm happily coaching.
You're a ringer.
I'm a ringer. I'm happily coaching them. They're playing phenomenal. I'm a streamer. You can find me on twitch.tv/orb. Can I plug? Can I do that? Check me out, guys.
Were you the guy leading the kill death, pulling all those scores, kill streaks?
Sure, actually. I'm not sure. I think we all just played phenomenal. We had a little bit of a talk beforehand just to kind of just like get everybody on the same page. What are we doing? What's the game plan? And I think we executed just perfectly.
Yeah.
So, what about you?
I'm the drummer for Dead by April, and excited to be here. Orb is a fantastic coach, and we all followed his lead and tried to really, get into the game and,
And we won, damn it.
Yeah, we won.
It seems like the story of the game was all about B points, trying to capture that. The action was all over the place all the time. Very intense game. What can you say about that?
Yeah, I mean, it's domination. So the talk we had beforehand was specifically about the B point, because that's really where all the battle is going to be. So initially, every half, you have to push for the B point. You want to hold down the B point, and don't even worry about pushing into the third one, because once you push into the third one, the spawns will flip and switch. So we just kind of just like, all right, we want to go there, but don't. We just happily take R2 and hold them down.
It felt like you had the game under control by sort of having B enough of the time and just sort of consolidating that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's all about just getting the nades on point and just not letting them be in there. I mean, it's a very tight space. The B flag on that map is extremely tight space, so one nade takes care of any problem in there. So just trying to do call out just like they're on the flag, just so everybody's aware, just in case somebody's in their own zone, But every time I called it out, people were right on B, so played well.
Would you say, you being a band, that you had an advantage being so close, being so team-oriented? Because that was clear.
I can't take any credit for on the band's behalf. It's all the coach here.
No, absolutely
did
not.
The strategy.
Absolutely not.
Because we couldn't speak to each other. We didn't hear each other during the game. So I was just thinking Orb's words in my head.
B,
go B, go B, go B, yes, go B.
That's perfect.
Yeah, man, and it worked. So
it was easy to tell from our vantage point that was the time.
That was the one thing that echoed through the halls, even out in the streets. B.
Yeah.
Yep.
Go B, run B.
To round things off, final thoughts. Of course, we're here at the launch event, just getting to play World War II. What are your thoughts on the new game and so far what you've played? Maybe you played the beta. What are your thoughts?
Yeah. I mean, I played the beta a bunch, but the fact that this Call of Duty goes back to the roots, goes back to boots on ground, is a huge pull for me. I don't mind the futuristic CODs and everything, wall running and doing all that fancy stuff, but it's time we just go back to boots on ground. I'm a big fan of that. So, and obviously this setting, World War setting, is very interesting as well from a historical point of view. So, many different aspects playing to just this one being particularly good. Yeah,
it was fantastic. It's a marvel of engineering. It feels like the controls are so tight, and I was hooked on the beta for a good 10 hours straight because we did a training event here in Stockholm. What was it? 2 months ago?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. 2 months.
And after that day, I was hooked on the beta. So can't wait for this to come out and being able to play more.
The boys
just a few hours left.
Hard at work.
Just a few hours now. But thank you so much for stopping by, and best of luck in the next game. You're taking a little bit of a break here, but then you're coming back to play Skill Twins. That's your next thing. Yeah. Have you scouted the opposition any? I mean, you said there was a training event. Do you know who's to watch out for?
I don't really worry about the other teams. I worry about my team and
worry about B.
We worry about B because it's all about being amazing.
Oh wow!
Thank you. That will be it.
Perfect. Thank you so much, and best of luck.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Right.
There we go.
That was nice. Get some guests in the studio. I think we're going to get some more guests later on as well. as it sort of makes sense with the schedule and what teams are coming up. But we got a game between Vlad Reiser and Dada Life coming up now, and looking at the first game, I would say that Dada Life are favorites in this one.
Yes, absolutely.
Because they played really well, and Vlad Reiser struggled a little bit in their first game, so it's going to be
They seem to be two different types of teams too. They seem to play very differently.
Yeah.
So this will be fun.
Oh, Gibraltar! I've heard of this. This was in the beta, right?
I think so. Yeah.
So
It seems to be a more open map.
it's got some verticality in it, and also interesting that they are playing a map that everyone should know really well, because they have been practicing ahead of this. So see how that sort of changes things. Hit K.
Let's see.
And
I didn't even have to remind you.
no,
That's amazing.
I'm getting good at this.
You're
so
pro already.
yes. So let's see if we can start on. I want to see if we can start on tapes for this one. G. Oh,
Are we going G?
we're going G.
So Tobias Örjefall
Yes. And he just died.
on Team Dada Life
Yes.
should be.
So we'll start on Dada Life, and right now the Allies are actually holding B and C. So Vlad Reiser is off to a good start. But we're just in the very, very beginning of the game, of the match, of course.
It seems like
So
William is racking up some kills.
didn't he do that on the last
Vlad
game as
Reiser.
well?
He did. He was the killer.
He was the killer. Let's turn to him and see how he's doing. He's camping a little bit, isn't he?
Yeah.
But he's holding down that point, and of course,
And I mean, it is working.
yeah, and you got to defend the point as well.
Yeah.
So
Especially when it's vertical. It's hard to not camp, I think.
yeah.
When
that's
it's on a
true.
vertical
Oh,
map.
that was nice.
Absolutely.
Picking them off one by one. But the Allies are still in the lead here. We got Vlad Reiser is sort of, this is a good start for them.
Yeah.
And they're still holding B and C.
And they're pulling away.
It's all about Dada Life needs to
Yeah.
attack B.
That was a tough one.
Yeah. Should we switch to? Let's switch to Vlad, shall we? He's
absolutely.
He's B here. He's just picking up a couple of kills there, playing well, and once again he's playing defense a little bit to try and. Where's he?
It seems that
He's
Dada
playing a
Life
little bit.
is playing as a team for sure.
Yeah, you can see them coming up together, but it
Yeah.
is the problem when when you don't hold B and you gotta attack B, you're kind of making yourself a target. So that is what Team Vlad Reiser is sort of capitalizing on now. That they gotta be pretty predictable in Dada Life, because they have to attack B, because
And
otherwise
they
they're gonna
still
lose this.
pulling away,
Yep.
point-wise.
Indeed, they are. I mean, they've been holding B here for the start of the game. As you can see, it's also B is a very sort of exposed place here, so there are a lot of good positions to sort of defend it, and like we're seeing here from Vlad himself.
And I think Dada Life is losing ground when they're camping. I think that might have been a bad strategy for them right now.
They should have been more aggressive at the start,
Absolutely.
I think.
Yeah.
But it's interesting to see this, because it is fun to see that the underdogs are doing really well.
Yeah. And they're still pulling away.
We turn to Stefan Engblom here of Dada Life. He just got killed, but he got an assist, so all worth it. Now we got B and C held by it's still held by Vlad Reiser. They're still holding B and C. And yeah. Is there anyone we haven't shown that's doing really well? Let's see. Who's doing the best on Vlad Reiser right now?
On Vlad Reiser, I think it must have been William, maybe?
And yeah, and Dylan. We've shown both, have we? No, I think we should show Dylan. Let's go to him. Here we go. He's capturing B right now because, yes, that life had actually held B for a little bit, but he managed to take it back and then
it's halftime.
So it's at halftime. Vlad Reiser is leading.
And a bronze star.
Yeah. Yes. He's playing well. So it's going to be interesting to see if Dada Life can sort of switch up the tactics, because in this game, B didn't really switch sides that much. It was almost the entire game that Vlad Reiser held B. So it's going to be interesting to see if so it's going to be interesting to see if there's anything changing here. Let's turn to
so William, and let's see.
William, let's check him out. He is
William and Vlad Reiser seem to be doing really well.
Yeah. I mean, the kill death counts are very even in this game.
Yeah,
I gotta
absolutely.
say. There's no one who's like extremely pulling away extremely, and there's no one who's really not doing well at all.
Yeah.
It's fairly even. And I think that speaks to them playing the objective. So no one is really focusing on just getting kills or. Right now we've got
more action on this map, though.
It is, and I think you can tell that the players are a little bit more used to the map.
Absolutely.
They know a little bit more about where the choke points are and
For sure.
where to sort of position themselves. But right now we've got Dada Life making a combat. They've got B, so maybe we're gonna get to see this game sort of starting to even out a little bit.
It's already starting to even out, even.
Yeah. There's still a pretty big lead for Vlad
Absolutely.
Reiser because they held B for almost the entire first round. So,
Dada Life are starting to separate, though,
yeah.
and I don't know if that's to their advantage or if it's.
I think if you don't need to push, that is to your advantage because you're harder. You can pick people off if you go to the side and you try to flank them for B. But right now we are looking at a game that is getting tighter. I don't know if it may be like towards the end they may have to push for A.
They seem to be as a stalemate right now.
Yeah, because they're pushing up. They're holding to. Oh, we got B is contested now. So let's see if they took it back. Yeah, so that's a key moment there for Vlad Reiser that they actually managed to take back B, because right now they are pulling away again. So it may be that Dada Life may have to push for 3 points towards the end of the game to sort of rack up the points, and that is very difficult on this sort of map.
For sure.
In such a tightly contested game. Let's see if we can
have
turn
to be careful right now because they are all at the same place.
Yeah.
They could be picked off one by one, which would be really bad for Dada Life right now.
Yeah. Let's see if we've got. Let's turn to Per on Dada Life. There we go. See how he plays. I mean, clearly they are very coordinated. They're playing together, but they're struggling.
I think they outfight their team play a little bit too late, I feel. But they are starting to rack up the points.
Right now we've got the allies though pulling away with two with A and B, so it's a dire situation for Dada Life. I think they're going to lose this one. I think we're going to see Vlad Reiser win because this is a deficit they're not coming back from. Oh, we're seeing paratroopers.
They seem to be losing, but just.
Yeah.
It's not by much at all.
It's a tight game, but in terms of controlling the points,
For sure.
they really needed to have that B point for the majority of this match.
Absolutely.
maybe even push for A.
And now they're pulling away again.
Yeah, they're holding
Bloodrise are really strong this match.
B and C. Yeah, it's quite interesting to see them play this well.
Yeah.
I think that really speaks to just how well Dead by April played when they
For
were
sure.
able to dominate them, both in terms of the actual capturing the objectives
And the team play.
Yeah, and the kills. They
sure.
they were all very good in terms of the kill death count. So maybe they are our new tournament favorites. But you can also see that this is a very different map, so maybe it suited Vlad Reiser's
Playstyle, yeah.
Maybe because they were very good at quickly taking B, holding high positions,
Yeah.
and just staving off the oncoming assault from the other team.
Yeah.
And once you're in that sort of position, it's kind of hard to break free from, because there are some really good spots around B here to sort of make sure that the other team doesn't get in there.
And
All right, there we go. Congratulations, Team Vlad Reiser wins, and they're on the board.
By a lot even.
Yes.
This time.
Yes. We should say that all the teams will qualify for the semifinals, so this is more for a seeding purposes. But of course, by the looks of it, this means that Vlad Reiser has a chance to avoid facing Dead by April again, which I'm sure they will want to do. So
But that match would be fun.
it would be fun to see a rematch, and I'm sure we're going to see a rematch later tonight because it's kind of inevitable.
Yeah.
But yes,
It's probably going to happen. Let's be real.
it is 100% going to happen because all team faces started here, and we're going to have semifinals and finals. So there's no avoiding that. I don't know if we're getting anyone up from Team Vlad Reiser because they're not playing next, so we might get them here in the studio.
Yeah.
So we'll be ready for that. But if we don't get that, let's speak a bit about the next game. We've got Skill Twins and Dead by April, which
This will be fun.
which, judging by our sort of COD maths, should be a win for Dead by April, because
Probably.
Skill Twins lost to Data Life lost to Vlad Reiser lost to Dead by April.
Yeah.
So, but you never know. We were surprised in the last game to see how Vlad Reiser came back, so we might see that here as well. We're currently, I don't know if they're getting ready for the game or if it's a little bit of a break. I think, like I said earlier, the further the party goes, the more time it's going to take to get the teams in their seats.
Yeah. Well,
Because
it's
I
inevitable.
hate to spoil things here, but there's an open bar down there, and
It's inevitable.
yes, and these are not professional esports players, so they may be taking a beer
Or are
between.
they?
Well, some of them.
They might be now.
I mean, clearly we have some ringers in there, some players who know what they're doing.
Yeah, for sure.
But I think that's something that impresses me, is that the level of play has been fairly consistent during all the matches that we've seen. It was only like the first game we saw a couple of the replacement players on Skill Twins that really struggled a little bit to get their kills on the board. But hopefully they will bounce back in the next game. Get the team play going. We're getting some members of both of us. Oh, all right. Right,
We're
we're
gonna
making
open
some
up.
room. It's English.
It's in English?
Yes.
Oh, that's perfect. Love it.
Felix?
That was like we were talking about this game beforehand, and we felt like, oh, I don't know, Vlad Reiser, they struggled a bit in that other game, and how are they going to do? And then you took B, and you held it for the entire first half, and it sort of just felt like the other team didn't really stand a chance. You just dominated.
That's what happened. The first, I thought as well, like we just didn't warm up, you know? So the first match was a warm-up match, just to get a feel for it. And the second, we smashed it. We got it, dude. That was really, really nice. But both of the teams are really good, so we had to struggle on both parts. But
It was an even game in terms of like the kill death was very even. So but it all came down to sort of holding that point and making sure you got that first, and then you found some good positions around to be able to protect it.
Yeah, exactly.
We talked in the halftime of the game, between the first and the second game, and we said one is staying on first point and the rest of the team is rushing to B, because we need to take it first. If we don't take it first, we're going to lose.
Exactly.
If we don't get good positions and take it.
That's what happened in the first game. We didn't have a plan really. We just had to warm up a little bit, and now it just feels good. So yeah. So now I'm just really looking forward to the other games.
Is it different to play on a map that you're very familiar with? Like Gibraltar is like it was.
Yeah, the first map, no one had ever played it, and Gibraltar it was like 24/7 on the beta, so we were familiar with that. So it was easier to play on it.
It's good that you gotten going now. You got one more group stage game left, and then it's semifinals, and things are shaping up. What, apart from the obvious, let's get B first. What other things do you think that you can advance in your game for the next game? What things can you evolve?
To be even better? Well, that's a good point. I think we're doing really good right now, but the things we could focus on more is, I would say, is to spread out more, to get more coverage of the map, to get more of the, to get more angles on the point we're taking.
Try to get more kill streaks too.
Hell yeah, that's important.
And the last game was so even that it wasn't a ton of kill streaks going on.
No.
But we've seen some of it so far in the tournament. There's some pretty sweet ones in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I'm sure we'll see each other later on in the tournament as you progress. There's a final, I hear, so best of luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, we're scooting back into the center of the screen, of your screen, I should say. I'm starting to get warmed up as well. I think we had a little bit of a rough beginning there,
for sure,
but things are sort of starting to loose up a little bit. It seems like this evening it's going to be all about B.
Yeah.
It's going to be all about point B.
Seems.
Yeah.
And they're all saying it too,
Yeah.
so obviously.
And we should say we're getting into Gustav Cannon Domination. That's a new map that we're getting to see as well. So we got Skill Twins and Dead by April. And this is, it's not do or die because every team is going to advance to the semifinals.
Yeah.
But for Skill Twins, they need to get on the board here to get
For
some
sure.
confidence going. Because they lost quite badly in the first game.
Yeah, and they do have 2 replaced players.
Yes.
Which is a bummer for them,
Yes.
for sure.
So let's see how we start. So let's start on Joseph Elsain, one of the twins. Or is he on there? No, he's on the wrong team. That's not good.
Well, that's the problem.
All right, let's see if they sort this out, because that's not. That's
if they
not good.
notice, that would be good. No?
Lagen är ojämna. Jag vet inte. All right. We've let the officials know, so hopefully we can. I think we're gonna have to reboot this one.
I think so too. Because if not,
Unless
that
the
would be,
graphics are lying to us.
Hey, that could be the case too.
Yes, it has happened before. That's my number one complaint with video games. The graphics lie to me.
But if they aren't, that would explain the numbers right now.
Yeah.
Even though they aren't that off.
Let's see. It's a weird thing though, because they got this set up with. I don't know how they managed to switch teams.
I don't know either. It's really weird.
Yeah. But the red side should be Dead by April, and we've seen them play. We had them up here in the studio, and they were very good in that first game. So I think what we're doing now is we're getting a little bit of a taste of this and seeing what this is, and maybe we're gonna get a reboot. I'm kind of waiting for it.
No info yet, though.
No reboot yet. Let's go to to Jacob, the other skill twin, to see how he's doing. He just ate some lead there, but
I gotta say that if this is the case, if they are 1 man short and the other team is 1 man more, then they are doing very good.
well, I mean, yes, they're doing okay. They're losing the game, but
For sure.
But it's not a terrible showing. They got more to shoot at. That's a plus.
That's always a plus.
Yes. But you can see that Axis is really holding down B.
Yeah.
And
Once again, it is B.
Well, I don't even think they're going for A because, it doesn't make sense.
So there was a technical mistake down on the floor, so we're restarting this round because not all the players dropped in. So, yeah.
Yeah, we kind of figured when it was 7 on 5.
That's what we figured. Well, at least we can say that Skill Twins were doing very good.
They were getting some practice in there
for sure.
against a very sort of over.
There was a lot of targets.
Yeah.
Let's say that.
So we're getting some technical help to sort that out and to make sure that everything is on the level. I don't know if the staff is getting beer as well, but that might be one of the technical issues that we're dealing with here. But a little bit of practice, and I don't think either of the teams actually turned that down to get a little bit of going, because I think this is probably the first time both teams play on this map as well. So to get a little bit of a feel for it is probably something they're very happy to get.
That's a great target practice. That's what I say.
Yes.
So
and
we're
of
trying
course, Team Skill Twins get a second chance at rushing for B.
Yeah.
Because it seems like that's where the game is being decided a lot. Who takes B first and who manages to hold it down. A better team can, of course, take over B. That's always going to happen. But if the teams are very evenly matched, then rushing for B, like Vlad Reiser did in that last game, is a very valid tactic.
For sure.
Particularly since these teams we're not talking about pro team level esports. They're not on that level, so they're not. The tactics are pretty bare bones, and as we also heard, they can't really communicate with each other.
Yeah,
so
that I didn't know.
No, I don't know.
Impressive.
It is.
I gotta say.
But at the same time, it is Call of Duty. I think everybody knows kind of what they need to do, and if you got a tactic that's team, that's you can make it happen on the go as well. I don't know how much professional Call of Duty teams actually talk to each other during games.
Yeah,
I think
a good point.
some teams talk a bit, but not all of them.
Yeah, so as some of you viewers on Twitch may have noticed, we've been having some frame rate issues, which means that we actually need to stop the stream, restart the program, and start it up again. So we're going to turn it off now, but we will be back in 30 seconds or a minute or less. But we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Cool. That's a pause for you.
I'm going to see if I can get something to drink.
Oh, well.
We are back.
Yes.
Hopefully things are running smoother right now, and we're actually already in game.
The game has already started, and we have even sides as well, which is a big plus.
Yeah, everybody made it in this time around.
And the frame rate issues should be dealt with?
Well, I'll know in a little bit once I pass the mic and check the hardware.
Yes, Lisa took a little bit of a bath bathroom break, so that's why Dory is filling in here for a little bit. We're currently following, let's see, I was meaning to see Joel, who we had here in the studio, who was talking to us on the Dead by April side. He's their team leader. He's pulling up the strategies, and also getting some kills there.
Yeah, I mean, that was a pretty spray and pray, but
Yes.
That was a crotch shot, basically. But he
Yes.
is picking them off. He's being surrounded by the other team. They're all coming up the killing fields.
Yes,
He's taking them all down.
We might see a little streak here going.
Multi
Yes.
kill. And they just keep running at him. And they get him.
That's you can play as a team, but you should probably not run in a straight line.
Yeah, not up these closed corridors.
Yeah.
Where you know that your teammates have been taken down. Now they are trying to hold the upper position. But
Yes. That has
out
been,
with a nade, he threw it too far.
and this position B is very different from Gibraltar because it seems like to hold it down, you got to be pretty close to it. There's no, it is the vantage point, so they'll be picking players off as they try
He
and
knows
approach
he's in there.
B.
Oh, he turned around just as he was peeking.
But as you can see, they're sort of holding down B here, and that's going to be key to this game. We've seen that in every game, but this map is the layout of it is a little bit different as the sort of the high point is at the actual B point, which means that the players will be holding down B right next to the flag.
Yeah,
So
they're leaving A alone. They don't want the response to rotate.
they're not going for A, and I think that's.
I mean, it's a smart move when you're confidently holding both the B and C. I mean, as soon as you start trying to triple cap when you don't need it, you see the spawns turn around and you'll be getting flanked from a different position.
Yeah, I think what we're gonna get to see later on is possibly teams trying to go for triple cap when there's actually a reason to do so.
Yeah.
But I think Dead by April is the superior team in this one, so I think we'll struggle to see Skill Twins go that route. Maybe we should switch around and see someone else play. Let's go to the Skill Twins side and see things from their perspective. Let's go with... Here we go. We're going with Joseph Elzine, one of the Skill Twins. He's got a very dire kill-death ratio, as does most of the team, except for Joakim, who's holding up the fort. I think he was doing that in the first game as well. But of course they get taken down there. Trying to sneak around for C.
Yeah.
They're holding all three now, so we're getting the
they
triple
went
cap.
for the triple cap.
Yeah.
They want to
I
dominate
think
this.
Maybe feeling the confidence a little bit.
Yeah, but I mean, GG.
Yep. For sure. And at the halftime, we got Team Dead by April leading by quite the margin. And we got Lisa back.
And there we go. Hello.
All right, so we got Dead by April really dominating there, triple capping for a bit towards the end of that first round.
Oh, wow.
So
I came at the right moment, I feel.
yes. But let's turn to let's see what we can check out. Joel, who was here with us, is doing really well, but look at this guy. He's got a 22-0 kill death count, and that is Jonathan.
Holy crap. Well, that's impressive,
Oh,
I
we're
gotta
going to
say.
see if fighter kill streak. Oh, he took out quite a few players there. 27-0.
And this is Jonathan.
Yes. So
On
I think
the
we're
Dead by April
seeing.
team.
I think we're seeing the MVP right here.
For sure. For
And
sure.
they are holding two points. Don't know if they're going to go for triple cap. That would kind of be rubbing salt into open wounds.
Oh, wow.
But I think that
Jonathan is doing very well.
yeah, it would be amazing to see him get a 0.
Yeah.
The death count, but he's been holding. He's holding down B here, as you can
wow.
see, and they're really. You can just see they're
Targeting
struggling to get out of the
For
spawning
sure.
area there.
Yeah.
It's just
Oh, this has to be really frustrating.
Well,
Team
they're
Skill
triple
Twins.
capping now, and well, they got back A, so it's not triple capping at the moment. It's got another one of those.
And that should be said, he's not the only one doing well
No,
on the Dead
no.
by April team.
38-0. He's
That
smashing
is
it.
insane.
Yeah.
What a
Dead
kill
by
streak,
April.
that's what I have to say.
They are the team to beat.
For
Dead by
sure.
April. But we did have Vlad Reiser here, and they weren't being completely destroyed by Dead by April. So
Yeah.
maybe if they get their action together a little bit better, maybe they can stand a chance against them in the later rounds. But Skill Twins are really struggling in this game, and there's a skill gap here, but also like a tactical
Yeah.
skill
For
difference.
sure. He's on a 40-0 kill streak.
You know, I think he's kind of feeling like I wish I had my own PlayStation account
Yeah.
here so I could
Yeah.
get those kind of trophies and whatnot and
So
stats going.
obviously, the Dead by April team
Do you
are
think he'll
pulling
get to
away.
50? He's gonna get to 50.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, we got quite a lot.
It's going
of,
very well.
oh
at
no,
the moment.
he's taking some damage.
Well,
Once
he's
more,
in a jet
we're,
now,
we're
so.
getting to see this a lot.
Oh, that's crazy.
You know, when you're losing like this and the other team pulls out those streaks
Yeah.
and just bombs you,
For sure.
it's not a good feeling, let me tell you. I've been there.
Yeah. Oh, me too. Absolutely.
So and you can see it's just target practice here.
Yeah.
Wow, we're getting up to 50.
Yeah. Jonathan is on a roll for sure. He is
You
annihilating
can't
the
find
team.
number 50. He's desperately searching for number 50.
Oh, he's gonna find
they're
him.
they're being completely hammered down.
Oh,
Oh no!
Oh,
Oh, we
Just
got an applause
before-
down on the floor. I think
just before
they
the
noticed
50.
what happened.
the 50th wouldn't have it.
Nope. Time to die. Let's turn to Joel. I think Joel was the guy we had in the studio here.
Yeah,
if I
maybe,
remember
yeah.
correctly.
Well, there
well,
we go.
Good game.
That was an
That
annihilation.
That was, yeah.
That was intense.
I think annihilation is the correct word for it.
That must
but
have
it was-
been a frustrating match.
It
for
must have
Team
been
Skill
extremely
Twins.
frustrating. They were kept that sort of far away
Yeah,
from any
they were
of the
kept at
points.
bay.
And yeah, so tough game for the Skill Twins.
Very.
I hope they've got one last game to go against Vlad Reiser. I hope they can rally up and give a respectable performance, because I think Vlad Reiser is a pretty good team. So
Yeah.
so they're going to have a tough time against them as well. But
And let's see if Jonathan keeps his kill streak.
yes. So we can actually see here that Jonathan also, he had 15 defense,
That's
which is just
crazy.
insane.
Oh my god.
And well, yeah, it was a complete blowout. And that's the case, though. I mean, we're here at a launch event. Not everyone here has the same skill level, so you know, we're joking around a little bit. But you know, good to be here and give it your best shot. It's don't worry about it.
But it is clear
Don't
that Dead
worry
by
about it.
April are
They are on
the
point.
team of the night,
They
for sure.
so far they are the team to beat.
Absolutely.
They got one more game, and that's actually the next game. They're going to face Dada Life.
Yeah.
So that's going to be interesting. Though Dada Life struggled in their last game against
Yeah.
Vlad Reiser, and I think the main thing they struggled with was that the fact that Vlad Reiser just rushed for B, and they
Yeah.
couldn't really get things going after that.
Yeah.
Uh,
And
bec-
considering this game, I think they will have a problem on this game too.
yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Because Dead by April are really good at holding points.
They are, and we'll see what map it is, because the difference in this map when it comes to B points.
Yeah.
All right, we're getting.
Hi.
Hello. Good to see you.
Nice to see you, man. Hello, Jacob. Nice to meet you. Hello. Jacob, nice to meet you.
All right, we got the Skill Twins in the couch. It is live. We're live.
Where's the camera? There's the camera.
There's the camera.
What's up, guys?
All right. So that was a rough game.
That was a really rough game. Like, we are better with football at our feet than... Our game skills isn't on top yet, but we need to train a bit. Especially him. He's our weak link in our team now.
Yeah, I can agree. And I agree on my little brother. He usually had the right.
I mean, it was just, I could just see the frustration on your faces when the guys were hitting the streaks. You were being held back. You were all in the same place, and he was coming in with the fighter pilot thing, just bombing the crap out of you. What went you through your mind then?
We hate to lose, so basically.
It didn't feel so well. It would feel much more better if we win the game. As he said, like, we hate to lose.
But
we
it didn't
take
feel
our
good.
L, but we're gonna take our revenge.
Yeah, we're gonna bounce back.
There's one more game in the group stage, of course, and in terms of sort of Call of Duty, what's your experience? Because obviously there's very different experience levels here. Have you been playing a lot? What do you think of World War II?
We think the game looks really, really great. Like the graphic and everything looks cool. We have played Call of Duty like for a very long time.
And we love games in general, but even though we aren't so great on it, we love to play it.
I mean, Dead by April, the team you faced last, they were really good, and they were very good in their first game as well, really dominant in that game as well. So I think they're kind of like the team to beat, and they didn't really ease down on you any whatsoever. They were triple capping and just hitting you very hard. So, you know, they weren't giving you any leeway at all.
Yeah, absolutely. They were the better team this time, but hopefully we're gonna win the next one.
Was this the first time you played on that map? Because obviously we're not just limited to the beta maps now. We're playing on a little bit different maps. What did you think of that map?
Jacob, you can go.
We think the map was really fun because it was a little bit unique experience in compared with other challenges we have played during the game. So we really enjoyed the game level, and the design looks awesome. So great work on that.
It's the B point, which is always where the action is, was very different than anything else. And I think you struggled a little bit with the concept of you had to sort of run through open ground to get to B point, and they really held that down well.
Yeah, every time I was running, they was on us. So, yeah, they was the better team.
Yeah. All right, you got one more game. You got, let's see who you're facing. You're facing Lad Reiser. So, yeah.
A lot of fun to play against him.
And they played really well in their last game. Really showed some skills there. So I think it's going to be a challenge. But best of luck, and make sure you get on the right team as well, because I think that was also a thing there with.
Yeah, 100%. Like if we
need to step up your game now.
Yeah, if we lose this game, we can bring the ball and we can try to play some. So.
Let's go.
Thank you so much for stopping by.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the interview.
Thank you. All the best.
All right. Scooting over. This is getting routine. Scooting over in the couch. Yes. So yeah, that was the Skill Twins, and of course, they were not terribly downbeat by the crushing defeat they suffered. They brought their ball, and I think that made them happy as well. Obviously, they got some skills with that.
And they didn't drop it?
They didn't drop the ball. I'm not even sure they can drop the ball. But like they said, they had a tough game, and Dead by April are looking amazing.
For sure.
It's good to have them up here in the studio and talking to them, because you can really tell they are coordinated, not just great players, but also very coordinated, and that's paying off. We're getting a new map here. It's a new
London
map every
Docks.
time.
Yeah.
London Docks, yes. Domination on London Docks. So what we're seeing here is the final game. So we're playing the maps that you will be playing come midnight. The game that's coming up now is Game 5. We've got the favorites, Dead by April and Dada Life. So Dead by April is playing as the allies, and Dada Life are the Axis. Closer? All right. I need to keep the mic closer. Further away. Further away. It's like I'm getting... This is strange here. So let's see. Who do you want to follow now? Should we start on Jonathan, because he was so amazing in the last game?
Absolutely.
Let's see if we can get...
He was fantastic last game. So he was the one with the kill streak.
He was the one with the continuous kill streaks.
Yeah.
He's 2-1 here at start, so he's already He's already died.
Yeah.
He almost managed not to die for the entire last game. He was 49-1 at one point. I don't know what he ended up with, but he was.
Yeah, 51.
Yeah. I got to 50.
That's an insane number.
Yes.
For sure. In a competitive match,
Yes.
that's crazy. You don't see that very often, for sure.
No. We're playing 9.5 minutes or something like that. So
Yeah.
that's 5 kills a minute, something like that. Yeah, that's pretty insane. And right now we've got the Allies controlling B points.
Yeah.
So we got Dead by April taking the lead here. But it's being contested. But they managed to squash that. But this is a very different map. B point is very different than the last map. So I think we're going to see some interesting plays here because maybe B point will switch a little bit more.
Yeah.
The elevated position of B point last game meant that it was kind of hard to take, even get it close to it.
Yeah. That was the problem they had.
Yeah.
They couldn't get out.
Well, I mean, they had a lot of problems, but that was the main one. Yeah.
Soren seems to be doing really well too, with an 8-1.
Yes. Let's go to him, shall we? Let's turn to Soren. He is, as far as I've been informed, he's not part of Dead by April.
Yeah.
But he's clearly a skilled ringer that they brought in.
For sure. With an 11-1 now. That was fast.
Yeah, and he's capturing C, which. Yes, C. Yeah.
Once again, Team Dead by April is doing very well.
Yes, they are pulling away. They've got they're triple capping right now, so they're really racking things up. But I don't think it's going to be very difficult to keep 3 points against Data Life. I think they're.
Yeah, for sure.
And as you can see, A is being contested now. Data Life has A, and B is being contested. So there's a lot of action going on here. Even though it feels like Dead by April are the superior team, and they're making, they're pulling away ever so gently. Though now it's actually B point is held by Data Life, so it's being contested here.
It is clear, though, that all the players seems to be, at least in Dead by April team, very evenly skilled.
Yeah. As you can see, the kill-death count on the other team is pretty horrible reading.
Yeah, for sure.
Should we tune in to see... let's tune in to see Stefan. He's got a 0-10 here. He was playing pretty well before.
Yeah.
So that really goes to show maybe the tactics aren't there in this game.
I think that's the case, actually.
Yeah, because when you get a kill-death count like this, it's probably you're running into situations that you shouldn't be in.
For sure.
And of course, Dead by April are sort of, since they are controlling the game, holding 2 points currently, they can sort of dictate where the action takes place. And if you're a little bit out of position, then you can get punished quite a lot. And that was a rough death there. He should have probably got that. That was Tobias that we're watching. But let's turn over to the winning team because we like to watch winners.
Yeah.
We didn't get to see them. But
like clockwork.
Dead by April are doing amazing.
Once again, and it seems like they are really good at picking places to have their fights.
Let's be honest, they're very good at shooting people, and they're very good at the tactics, and that's
for sure.
That they're not leaving any sort of gaps in their game.
Yeah.
But let's see if we can look at let's look at someone that we haven't seen before. This is Marcus Roussel. I think. No, this is Marcus Roussel, and he's got the. Did they switch teams now or no? Oh, we're still in this. No, he's got Yeah, he's not racking up the kills as much, but it's pretty even play. So
Is this the moment when I say K? Yeah.
yeah, that's the moment you see K. I was just talking. I was just thinking that it would sort itself out.
Well,
No,
it's easy to forget the K.
it's easy to forget the K. But yeah, let's have a look at him and see how he plays. He's just since we turned him on, he's died, of course, a couple of times,
Yeah.
which is often the case when.
It's the jinx. You
Yes,
know.
the game reactor jinx. I think we need to
Yep.
put it on Dead by April a lot.
For sure, for sure.
But
Especially the ones doing very well.
yeah, should we switch over to, let's see, E? That's who's this? This is Jonathan, who was doing so well. But maybe we should go to Soran.
Yeah,
Or
let's do Sora for a
Soran.
while.
Let's do Soran for a little bit.
We could even do Joel.
Should we do Joel? Should
We
we
haven't
go
been
back?
on him for a while.
Yeah, let's go to Joel. He's got 26-12, so very respectable.
For sure.
You can see that Soran and Marcus and Joel are sort of carrying the team in terms of kills.
Yeah. But once again, that doesn't mean that they are carrying the team.
No, but it's probably a good indication that they are.
It is, absolutely.
But also, I mean, a very big key to it is that the players who don't maybe get the kills in, that they are playing the objectives and contributing to
Yeah.
it. So.
Oh wow.
And now we've got Axis actually holding 2, so this is interesting. Like, this is key. They need to hold B, and to be honest, they need to triple cap to catch
Yeah,
up. But
they do.
But so far, well, I mean, B is being contested now. No, they got it. They managed to deal that.
So Team Dada Life are under, but they aren't as under as I thought they would be.
No. I
They
mean,
are
it's
getting up there.
It's an interesting game. We're turning to Dada Life again, and we're catching up with Henrik, who is the best player in terms of the kill death.
On that team,
Yes,
should be said, maybe.
yes. Not in the not in the whole game. But let's look at him for a little bit. We're back to Allies controlling 2 points, though. B was captured by Dead by April, so they're pulling
contesting
away.
C. Didn't go that well.
No.
Sadly.
They try to sneak around to take C, which is a pretty good strategy if
For
they're
sure.
holding down B very tightly. Then you can, but it's also kind of desperate
Yeah.
because you're getting close to the spawn,
And they are not holding down B. So
no,
that's
they're
the problem too.
no, but I mean they're holding down A, so they're, and yeah, you're right. Dead by April are not just focusing on B.
Yeah.
They're very much controlling
Sure. And
their
it,
part
it's
of the
become
map.
very apparent that Team Dead by April are really good at holding points.
Yes.
I think that's their main strength, for sure. Because obviously, the opposing team can't even get there.
Yeah.
They're having trouble.
I think
even
that's
getting
interesting with this map, and we've seen this in this map, that even though Dead by April are very good, we're seeing the B points change hands.
Yeah.
There's a little bit more of a natural organic flow. It's harder to keep control of B point here.
For sure.
So even though Dead by April are playing really well, it's not the same sort of blowout as we've seen before.
Yeah.
Even though we're talking about a 60-point margin, which is it's pretty big. It's let's be honest, it's not exactly close, but Dada Life is trying to work the game, and let's go back to see the winning team here. We got a player. Is it
Jonathan?
Jonathan? He's the
Still.
kill king. He's got
Once
43 kills in this game. He's got a lot more deaths here, though, and I think that is why, because he was holding down B in the last game, and he was just controlling B, picking people off from
For
up
sure.
high. But here, he's
He was
more
scoping.
into the thick of action, and well, there we
There we
go.
go.
Dead by April, one more win, and they are
And it's a big
undefeated
win
in the group
once again.
stage. Oh, we're getting joined by Matthias.
Well, hello. Hi.
All right,
How you
so
guys doing?
we're doing fine.
It's a great tournament, ain't it?
We're actually seeing some good games here, some really good skills. Dead by April are really being dominant.
We were here last year, and In Flames were playing, the Swedish heavy metal band, and I was rooting for them, and they were horrible.
Yeah.
And when I saw that Dead by April were gonna play, and I thought like, well, they're also a heavy metal band. They won't be able to play at all, and I was wrong. They were really, really good.
Metal racist of you.
I know. I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry, Dead by April.
But yeah, they seem to both be skilled and very sound tactical guidance there by the team captain Joel. Who's really been on points. Yes.
I'm going to go.
All right.
We're kicking Lisa off. You go enjoy the party. It's been great.
Pleasure.
It's been a pleasure.
All right. So we're getting Team Data Life in the studio.
Cool.
So they're just about to come in here. So Matthias is going to take over from Lisa. He's going to comment on the remaining games.
Yeah.
Up until this.
So if you move further there, and then when they sit down, move as close as
All right.
Hello. Hi. Hello.
Hello.
Hey guys.
You guys.
Matthias.
I wish we.
Hey, Matthias. Nice to meet you.
Yes. I wish we could meet under better circumstances. That was a pretty tough game there.
Well,
We've
been training for, 1.5 months, 2 hours every day. So I've made no music. I'm one half of Data Life, just playing Call of Duty. So, but I'm kind of happy that we won the first game and this third one. I don't know.
I think they were evenly good on Dead by April's team. It was hard. I kept dying so much too to that. I felt like it was one guy, that A guy. Well, which I will find. I tried bribing him. I tried paying him 1,000 crowns and a knife in CS:GO, but he wouldn't take it. So I know that's illegal, but it's not ESL rules here, right?
They had 3 guys who were up in the high 30s and the 40s in terms of kills in that game.
We call them virgins. Yeah.
What do we call them?
Virgins.
Oh.
Yeah.
So-called nerds.
Oh, yes. Oh, I'm one of them. No.
Are there any similarities in training for a video game tournament and creating music?
I would
I'll
say
take that one.
It takes dedication. I can tell you, and seeing now 2 hours every day for 1.5 months wasn't enough. I should have trained 8 hours.
Like Dead by April did.
Exactly.
But that's because your music is better than theirs,
Oh!
Fighting words. We're making an album, so we needed some time in the studio. So I cut back on sleeping.
But have you been in Melodifestivalen though?
Ooh, a Melodifestivalen. Maybe one day.
Wait, why not, man? Or actually, why? Yeah. I got you. Yeah. It's cool.
So in terms of the maps we're playing here, of course, you're used to the beta maps, but this was a little bit of a new map. Have you had a chance to play them before getting into it? What do you think of the map that we just played?
This one that we played last time, we haven't played at all. At least not on our side. I know the other team played the one game before us on the same.
It's been different maps, I think, all evening. So.
Oh, okay. So okay.
I think they played on a snowy map. I don't know what it's called, but the snowy maps looks cool. I think so. Yeah, if we needed like some handicap on Dead by April. I think. Yeah. I think they're probably gonna bring it home.
I heard they had musicians drink a lot, so maybe later this evening in the finals, maybe the things can be a little bit more even.
We should have bribed them with liquor.
Yeah, or roofied them.
I heard.
Like a nice, not actually drug them. I'm saying I'm actually mad. That's
like a friendly roofie.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like a hug me roofie.
Oh yeah, like a funny one.
Flory.
What in terms of weapons and stuff? How you prefer to play the game? Have you fell in love with any weapons out there or any specific classes or something?
What's your favorite gun?
I got told to play the one that was in the middle. I can't remember the name.
Probably the STG.
Yes.
Yeah. I like the STG because
The STD.
the ST. Yeah, that one too. Yeah, it's not cool. No,
The only thing I felt, because we've been playing, what was the version that we played, we were training on?
we played remaster.
Yeah, remastered version.
Call of Duty 4.
So then I had 3 flashbangs, and I couldn't find where to get it. So you just had like a hand grenade, and then you kept pressing, thinking you're gonna throw a flashbang, but you couldn't. So, but
That's World War II for you. I think we're out of time, so thanks so much for stopping by.
Thanks, guys.
Good luck in the semis.
Good luck with the stream.
All right, good to see you, Matthias.
Well,
It's
nice
been,
to see you, Bengt.
Well, I think last time was in LA, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, actually, we met at the Destiny party.
Oh, we did.
Yeah.
Parties. I
Yeah.
don't even remember that. That's right. That's
Open
another
bar for you.
Activision game.
Yeah.
So we got the final group stage game coming up
Yeah.
here.
It's Skill Twins meeting
Vlad Reiser.
Vlad Reiser. Yeah.
Yes.
My money's on Vlad Reiser actually because they got Fenjima on their team.
Yeah, and they played well in their last game. The
Yeah.
Skill Twins were being completely destroyed by Dead by April.
Well, you know, there's not many soccer balls in World War II, Bengt, and that's probably why.
Why? I think I read a book about soccer in World War II, actually.
Really?
Yes.
Wow, I don't remember that in Saving Private Ryan, but, you know, maybe I didn't see the extended edition. I don't know.
All right, so let's see. Who do you want to start on? Should we start on Paula?
Yeah, sure. I mean, Paula, she obviously plays video games for a living, so, you know, I got my money on her. I
Yes.
haven't actually seen her previous games this tournament, but...
I think in the first game they said, like when we had Vlad and his teammate up here to talk to us, I think they said that the strategy was to keep Vlad at the first point, and the rest of the team just rushed to B point to take that
All right,
first.
yeah, cool.
Which is a pretty sound strategy, because taking B on a lot of maps, if you can take it first and just hold down and shoot people as they come in to take B,
for
that's
sure.
a good strategy.
I mean, this is a game type when if you don't have a great teamwork, you're just running around, you see that C is free, you run to C, then you die, and then they take your checkpoint.
Oh, they're
and stuff
triple
like that.
capping already.
Wow.
That Reiser is, they're not pulling any punches.
Exactly.
But yeah, we should say Skill Twins have been kind of the whipping boys of this tournament so far.
I mean, they're really good at soccer balls, as we said, but when it comes to shooting guns and just being badasses, I don't really think, you know...
Yeah, I think they also had to take in 2 replacement guys very last minute. So,
oh, yeah, sure.
So that is... It doesn't help.
Yeah. And this level we're seeing here with all the trenches, this is an amazing level, actually, because, you know, it's a really big map, but you can't actually see anything because you got this really tight and narrow trenches and stuff like that.
It's a very good contrast, though, compared to some of the maps that were very sort of vertical, where you had a very good overview of B, or like the map we saw a couple of games ago, where B was actually elevated, and you could just hold down B by being at B and controlling that space. So this is very different. But the outcome is that Vlad Reiser is triple capping, and they're really massacring Skill Twins.
I remember playing this map at E3, and I just ran around with the flamethrower, using it in the trenches. No one could escape that flame. Just went straight on and killed everything, and we're not seeing a whole lot of that here, unfortunately. But
maybe we should switch over to the Skill Twins and see how they're doing. We got some respectable kill death here by let's see what that is. That is one of the twins. I think yes, it's Joseph, who we had up here in the studio. So he's 6-6 now, but of course the kill death isn't really what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about holding the points. They're contesting A, but that didn't come off. So we're still got a triple cap situation going here, and
I think Skill Twins' problem is that they don't really seem to be coordinated at all. I mean, they're basically just running around, while the Vlad Reiser actually seems to be going like in groups, smaller groups and stuff like that.
there's better team play.
Yeah.
I also think there's a skill difference in terms
Sure.
of some of the players. You know, the teams aren't even. There are some good players, some bad players on each team, but you can see that there we go, halftime, and it's a blowout.
Yeah. I mean, let's face it. I mean, training 2 months to play a Call of Duty tournament. I mean, 2 months sounds like a lot of time, but Call of Duty games have been around for like 10, 15 years now.
Yes.
If you played Call of Duty for 10 years, you're going to be better at Call of Duty than someone who has been only training for 2 months. So obviously, Vlad Reiser has a lot of going for them.
Yes. All right, let's see. Should we turn over to the Vlad Reiser team? Maybe we should go to Vlad himself.
Yeah.
Here we go. Here we are. He's got an respectable 8-2 kill death
That's
ratio.
pretty good.
And
Wow. Just
nice one.
I mean, pretty good choice choosing the shotgun in these very narrow trenches, while some of the skill twins seem to be using the machine guns, and they know what the level looks like. They know how to adapt. Wow, it's just
yeah. And we've got triple capping again.
Yep.
In terms of the objectives, this is.
I think it's going to be a really interesting final, actually. It's probably going to be Vlad Reiser versus Dead by April.
Yes.
And Dead by April been so good, so I want to see Vlad Reiser taking them on. I think Vlad Reiser could have a shot if they
was fairly even their game.
Yeah.
And that was the first game before Vlad Reiser got into it. So, it's going to be very interesting to see that. Because we've only seen Dead by April really having control and then playing from a position of control.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's very different when things are changing sides all the time and you have to sort of find new positions to sort of counter what's going on.
I'd be interested to see the Game Reactor team taking on Dead by April. That would be pretty cool. But I'm guessing we would get our asses handed to ourselves since they've actually been training for a couple of months.
Yes. Well, we got some good players in there. We got. The guy who did the Call of Duty review for us actually played professionally for a little bit.
Yeah,
so
but I mean, I
can
saw
bring him in.
I saw Kim playing the campaign.
And no.
I mean, if Kim plays the campaign and gets beaten up by the AI, he's not gonna have a chance in multiplayer.
No.
I'm sorry, Kim.
No. Total disclaimer though, he was playing on the most difficult level.
Wow, really? Did he know?
But we gave him some free space and time to get down and enjoy the open bar the way he wanted to, so that's why he went first. And that's why you're such a trooper to be here last.
Yep. I mean, I just want to see the finals. You know, that's the highlight of the night. So that's why I'm here.
You're here for the semis, and then you off to go if you want to. If you want to leave.
No, I could do the finals.
We could triple team that with
Dory.
Sure.
But yeah, I mean, this semifinals is pretty much this last group
this is
game.
Not very exciting right now.
No. Oh Jesus! Wow, hey, we got a kill streak.
Yes. That was pretty fun.
Yeah. Whoa.
Let's see if we. All right, that's it. Game over.
Yep. We just saw the entirety of Skill Twins just ran into a bunker and they all got killed extremely hard right here. All of them.
Well, of course, we got to the score limit, so it was a blowout. But whoa, that was a nice play there.
That was a great game by Vlad Reiser, absolutely. So
yeah, they're getting their shit together. I think we saw that in their second game as well. They've sort of progressed. Skill Twins may not be the best measure of where they're at, but I think Vlad Reiser is the team that could possibly challenge Dead by April, who have been amazing so far. So I think what we're going to see in the semifinals, if we're if my math is correct, is that we're going to see.
Actually, I heard that the bronze match was actually cancelled.
It was?
Yeah, they're going to go straight to the finals apparently.
Straight to the finals?
Yeah.
Okay. That's news to me.
Yeah, I just heard.
Let me squeeze in real quick.
Yes.
So yeah, a sandwich.
Yes. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, what we're doing is they're skipping the bronze game. They're going straight to the finals. But there's going to be about a 5-minute wait for that. So let's talk a little bit about what we've been doing here tonight for people tuning in later. Some of the highlights and stuff like that. Basically vamp for a couple of minutes.
Highlight for me was watching Kim Ormark play the campaign and being very bad at it. That was a great time.
Yeah, Twitch agrees.
Yep.
We did get to sort of show off the med kick mechanic and that sort of thing. And
I think it's great that they're returning to the roots of the Call of Duty franchise. I mean, they've been doing this Modern Warfare thing for like 10 years now, and just going back to Second World War and just showing how much the video game industry and the technology has evolved since last time we saw World War II in a Call of Duty game. It's just really impressive, and I'm really looking forward to playing this campaign myself, actually.
Listening to that sentence, I could feel it in my bones that you were about to say boots on the ground, but you managed to avoid it.
Do you guys have a boots on the ground counter out there? Because I was suggesting that we should have a counter, like every time anyone says boots on the ground, it's going to be...
It's the new Oscar Mike. They said like Oscar Mike every minute in Modern Warfare. We're Oscar Mike!
Yeah.
Well, so what are the teams that actually made it to the finals? I've been busy trying to get everything to run.
So, as far as I understand it, it's going to be Dead by April and Vlad Reiser in the final.
And Dead by April, they got their carry. You know, they got their big carry just running around, grabbing up kills. And if Vlad Reiser could shut him down somehow, I think they might actually take this. So my money's on them. I've actually betted on them. There's a little competition going on here. You can bet on the team you think is going to win.
What's the prize?
I think it's the PlayStation 4 Pro. And I'm going home with that thing tonight. So I'm going to do everything I can to psych out Dead by April.
You're going to go and try and tamper with the...
Oh, yeah. We're going to unplug their PS controllers. But yeah, so, you know, I'm a underdog kind of guy. I actually always root for the guys in a disadvantage, and I think that is Vlad Reiser, because Dead by April looks incredibly hot right now. So
yeah, and then they got the skills, and they also got the tactics. They team play very well. So it's a double thing there. But it's going to be interesting to see what maps we're getting as well, because the game, the action has been very different depending on the map. We're getting to see Hardpoint now as well in the final, so it's not just going to be domination, which Hardpoint to me is a mode that actually favors skill a little bit more than domination, where team play is more important. So I think we're going to see the individual skill come out a little bit more in Hardpoint, and it's going to be interesting to see that as well, and see how the teams adapt to that. Because that was one of the problems. The first game that Vlad Reiser played against Dead by April, they didn't really get going. They didn't have a plan. They made it as much in the couch here when we were talking.
I mean, they got shut down early, and I mean, it's a head game. You know, if you're losing and you don't really know what the plan is, and you got like 10 minutes to coordinate, you're gonna lose. But I think they built up a momentum now, and
I mean, these teams have played against each other already this evening, so they maybe have a feel of, you know, who to go after. We're going to be playing a hard point on Flag Tower, which I believe is a map that both teams have played on. Don't quote me on that.
Was that the game? Did they actually play on Flag Tower? Could that be?
Now you see, I should have been paying attention.
Yeah. So we're getting hard, but it's hard point though, so it's a little bit different, regardless. But we're getting to see Flag Tower again. I don't know if we're probably not going to get to see all the maps then tonight, because we're not getting the bronze game. But we have seen, this is the first time we're getting a repeat map, so interesting to see that. I can't tell you that I remember exactly what the layout is, but every map has been very intense at B.
Yeah. What's the name of the trench level?
The trench level? I can't remember.
The one we just got to see here. I mean, Vlad Reiser had a really good tactic for it. They knew which weapons to pick. They knew how to coordinate themselves. I mean, it's basically just a big maze, and they show that they really knew how to trap their enemy into corners and flank them from multiple directions. So if that map shows up again,
it's going to be a very different game against Dead by April, though.
Exactly. Well, I mean, yeah, that's true. But Vlad Reiser showed that maybe they can take the momentum they built up and apply it to the next time they play that map.
Yeah.
Hopefully, that will give them some, some much needed enthusiasm and.
Yeah. Also, Hardpoint, of course, requires a very different tactic, so you can't go. It's not at all the same as playing Domination. So we're going to see how the teams adapt to that. I think Domination is a little bit easier to say a pre-made tactic and go for that as you execute, whereas Hardpoint, you got to play it more by ear. So it's going to be interesting to see how the teams adapt to that and what that means.
Also, I just noticed the teams were heading down. They are getting ready to play, so we're going to have kickoff in a matter of moments. So, stay tuned. We're about to see the final. We're going to see what team will be the very first winner in a Modern Warfare World War II campaign. We'll see who goes home with the new PS4 Pro.
It's going to be me. Yep.
Disqualified. But also, of course,
Sorry you had to work. You're disqualified.
And of course, we're doing we're doing the stream because the game is launching here at midnight in about an hour and a half or so.
Well, a little bit more than 2 hours, actually.
Oh. Yeah, you see, time.
You're running on Danish time.
Yeah, time doesn't fly as much as I thought.
No,
but
not when the bronze match gets cancelled.
So you're gonna have to wait a little bit for that. But we're gonna, of course, see the final match, and then we're gonna have the winning team here, interview them, and we're gonna show you a little bit more about the event that we have here because we have the game playable here for the public, and
maybe talk to some of the guests or something like that.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll make it happen. We'll make it up as we go.
I'm going to go over there and see just how long it is until we start the final match.
Cool.
Yeah. And maybe find some plan B for what we're going to do when the final is over.
Well, my plan is to challenge everyone on the Game Reactor team for some multiplayer, and probably going to kick everyone's asses. So,
well, I'm not going to say anything because I'm not really good, but Kim is there, so I'm sure you can kick his ass.
That's actually a pretty cool thing about these launch parties is that a lot of the people who show up to these things, they don't actually play Call of Duty as much as I do. So, I mean, it's really fun for me just running around here.
This is the best time playing Call of Duty.
Absolutely. This is the only time I actually win at Call of Duty. When I play online,
it's almost like a press event, a gaming press event. That's the only time I'm ever in the top of anything.
I mean, you would imagine that gaming press are actually better at games than your average person. They're not. They are not. They get paid to play games for a few hours and then grade them. They are not getting paid to be good at games. So they're often not good at games.
No. I mean, I think the skill you develop is that you're pretty quick at assessing things.
Yeah, that's true.
And you're pretty quick to get into something.
Yeah.
But to be a professional games journalist, it's not a good thing to be sort of obsessed and dedicated to one game because you got to move around.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we're almost getting into that whole Dean Takahashi. What was the game he was playing so poorly and not understanding the tutorial?
It was Cuphead. Was it?
Yeah, it was Cuphead.
Yeah.
And of course, every E3 you're gonna get see gameplay clips of people really sucking at some games. We are actually getting close to the finals now. I think the teams are sitting down, so... Or is that the bar we're looking at, or is that...
Those seems to be the players, actually.
That is the players. That's not the bar. So we are getting ready for the finals, so maybe we should stop talking about press junkets and shit like that.
So skill...
I would like to get an idea of what team is Axis and what team is Allies. Maybe we could... Dory? Find out which team is Axis and which is Allies. So that we don't... it would be kind of embarrassing otherwise. Because obviously the group matches are gone, so we don't have the sort of the sheets to look at. So
so if we say the wrong names, bear with us, guys, because
we're got no way to check it, so we're fine.
We're just looking at numbers and letters, and we're trying to translate them on a cheat sheet. And hopefully we'll get it right.
Well, I've learned some things about these two teams. I
All
think
right, cool.
Jonathan Nordstrom has been killing it for Dead by April.
Yeah.
He's been tremendous.
He had like a 40 kills, 1 death situation in one
He
game.
was at 49
Wow.
and 0, and then he got killed.
Wow, and it was probably like a suicide or something.
No, he actually
one
got shot.
Oh, okay.
But he ended the game with 50-something and
Wow,
won.
that
Yeah.
that is really impressive. And yeah, I mean, let's see if he can keep it up. I mean,
He's been good in every game.
Yeah.
He's been really good. Joel has been very good as well, and Marcus Rosell has been very good.
Yeah.
What?
Axis as
Dead by April. Yeah.
Axis, Dead by April. All right. So the allies are Vlad Reiser.
Yes. Let's see if we can make sense of that. We're getting into some of the electronica music here later at night. It was a
Cool,
little
cool.
bit more booming before. It's
Yeah.
actually kind of nice. A little bit more relaxed. I don't know how... Oh, we're getting into the game.
Cool. All right, so it's hard point on Flag Tower.
What would you say about hardpoint in terms of tactics? What should the teams be thinking of?
I mean, it's really easy in hardpoint just running into the action. If you get killed, you get frustrated, you run into it again and again and again. And I mean, if the opposing team really holds the point down, you really need to stop, breathe, think for a minute, and coordinate an attack. So I just really hope that these two teams have what it takes in terms of coordinating themselves, because that, I mean, it's all about teamwork.
All right, so I think we are with Jonathan now, who has been playing very impressively tonight. As you can see, we've got
He got
allies
killed.
controlling the hard point at this point. They're racking up the score.
And allies, that's Vlad Reiser for
That's
you.
Vlad Reiser. So they managed to get there first, and they're holding it down. So now it becomes a tactical decision. Do you want to challenge for it, or do you want to set up for the next one? Because they're holding it down pretty well here.
Yeah, exactly. And that's just the thing. I mean, if you play this game for quite a while, you get used to how the hard point switches, which locations it transfers to, and you know.
For both teams, this is of course new territory, new map,
exactly.
new and how it plays.
So I mean, they're probably not even looking at the timer. They're thinking, oh, it's gonna switch in 2 seconds, but they're still just gonna run for it. So now it's a new hard point. They're gonna have to adapt, and yeah.
They got 7 points on the board though, so it wasn't a complete washout. And now they are holding the hard points.
Yeah.
Dead by April are making a comeback. Oops. Dead by wall, I think we call that.
Some great kills here by Jonathan, actually.
Yes. He's not dominating as much as he's been doing before. Let's go and see who is really racking up the kills there.
And we actually got a tie right now, and Dead by April has actually succeeded Vlad Reiser in terms of points. So
yeah, it's very evenly matched though.
Yeah.
But they've been holding this hard point for the entirety of this one, so they're going to take the lead.
And it's going to switch in 3 seconds. So let's see if Vlad Reiser has like a chance to get to the new hard point
we're
first.
With, Vlad Reiser now. We're with their best player, William. Who's been consistently very good in this game. They are holding the point now, so this is really an interesting back and forth fight. No team pulling away at this point.
Yeah. I remember when I actually played a lot of Call of Duty, the thing my team did is you have 1 or 2 people maximum inside the hard point. Because there's going to be a lot of grenades and explosives and stuff like that. So you don't want the entire team in there. You want people on the outside shooting in and covering from all different angles, and we're not really seeing that
here. He got 2.
Yeah, pretty good. But yeah, we're seeing like the entire team just smashing inside the hardpoint, and that's not really a good thing. We can see all of the Dead by April guys just being inside the hardpoint. All it takes is like a well-placed grenade for Vlad Reiser to just wipe them out entirely. Luckily for them, that's not actually happening right now, but Vlad Reiser is actually picking up the lead.
Let's have a look at...
You will at...
Yes.
You will in Dead by
April. We had
April.
in the studio here is their team leader.
Yeah.
Is a bit down on the kill death.
Yeah, sure, but I mean, Hardpoint is not really about kills and deaths. It's about being a human meat shield, running in, grabbing some points, and hopefully beating the opponents in terms of time spent inside the zone. So, basically, you just need one guy being outside the hardpoint, taking up kills, and the rest of the teams can just be inside and just get shot at.
So we got Vlad Reiser sort of pulling away a little bit here. They are holding the hard point at the moment, and Dead by April is struggling to get into it.
Did Dead by April actually get to play hardpoint at all during the kind of
the group stage was all domination. So
really?
We haven't get to see any team play on hardpoint. That is one of the most exciting things because obviously the teams sort of had a strategy for domination and hardpoint is very different.
I mean, you spend the entire night just playing this one game type, and then all of a sudden you need to, like, adapt. And it's difficult because if you get comfortable, which Dead by April has, you know, by all means, they get to be comfortable because they've been playing so good. I think it's really hard coming in, you have a lot of confidence, and then it turns out your opponents are actually doing pretty well, then it's hard to adapt.
We have a player on Vlad Reiser that is doing tremendously well, almost suspiciously well.
It seems like Dead by April has actually
switched
teams.
That's what I'm a little bit worried about. I'm actually going to double check that. If you can just hold the mic for a little bit.
All right, so right now we're following Dead by April, we think. Bengt is actually gonna go check if we are in fact looking at duel in Dead by April, or if maybe something can switch around because the kill death radio seems like it's the other way around.
Yes, we were correct. So it is actually Vlad Reiser in the driving seat here. Just wanted to make sure because we're kind of flying blind here. So
okay, so Vlad Reiser is in fact allies.
Yes.
Is that what you're saying? Okay. Well, that just means that someone on Vlad Reiser, let's find out who it is. It is...
William.
Isn't it Felix?
It might be Felix.
Yep.
No. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, Felix. Their replacement guy.
Yes.
Yeah. Actually got like 38 or 39 kills.
Yeah.
And 7 deaths.
But
that's really impressive.
In terms of the objectives, it was very close.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's true.
So, you know, typically, you got to take some deaths just to try and play the objective. So it's not always about the kill death here. But yeah, a very even contest, very interesting match, first one. So.
And I mean, I might just be walking home with a PlayStation 4 Pro tonight.
Yeah, that's
amazing.
Thing. That's a big thing.
Yeah,
they're looking good. I think we're best out of 3.
Yep,
for
3
this.
games.
So next game we're going for domination. I think.
We're going back to domination, so that probably means that Dead by April is going to step it up.
And we're going to play Point the Hawk,
which is the trench level, I believe.
All right. So that's going to be very interesting to see.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Because I don't think we saw Dead by April on that level.
They might pick it up easily, but
Vlad Reiser on it.
Yeah, Vlad Reiser did excellent on the trench level, and hopefully Dead by April will give them an even match.
They have been great playing domination, though, so
yeah,
we'll see how that goes.
But yeah, as you mentioned before, this is a completely different level. This is just narrow trenches. You can't see anything. I mean, if you're standing in a trench, you only see in front of you. Well, at the previous map, Flag Tower, you could actually see like the overall rooftops and stuff like that. So you could take a step back, you could do some sniping even. But here is a completely different thing. If you got a flamethrower, you can just let it rip and kill everything in front of you. Your opponents will just come running towards you because it's just so narrow.
Yeah. Yeah, and the B point here is very interesting because it's kind of hard to hold because you don't see the enemies coming in either.
Yeah.
So if you coordinate an attack, you can get there by coming from different directions.
Yeah.
So I think we are getting ready for the game. It's about to start.
Yeah.
So.
And Vlad Reiser ahead of 1. So if Vlad Reiser actually takes this one, they win.
They win it.
Yeah.
So that's what we're going to look at. We're sticking with the same allies and Axis situation.
Yep.
So we got Vlad Reiser is allies, and we've got the Axis, which is Dead by April. So if we want to see 3 games, I guess we should root for the bad guys.
I won my PlayStation, so I'm actually not gonna. I'm not gonna root for them. I'm sorry. Well, in terms of entertainment,
How
in terms for
selfish.
the stream, yeah, sure, okay, I'll give Dead by April a win, sure. But
So-
just as long as Vlad Reiser actually wins the 3rd game.
Yeah, I can't guarantee anything. So we're gonna start on Felix, who was so good in that first
Yeah,
game.
for sure.
Maybe he was playing it very sort of outside-y. I don't know. Is that the best way to play hardpoint? To be on the outside if
Yeah,
you want to
absolutely.
get the kills?
Yeah, I mean, you just don't get close to the hard point at all. You just stand on the outside, you wait for people to run in, pick them off, let your team do all the hard work inside the hard point. And
So-
here we can see Felix using a kind of long-distance weapon, actually, on this trench level. So he walked up to this kind of high-rise point, and he knows this map, obviously.
Yeah.
He knows that he shouldn't run inside the trenches. He's just throwing grenades into the trenches instead.
B is being contested now, so we got a pretty close game going, and C is being contested as well.
Yeah.
Everything is being contested right now. It's all over the place, and maybe that's the sort of the nerves in the finals. I think a lot of the games we saw, we didn't see A and C change a lot of hands. So mixing it up here and maybe trying to throw the other team off a little bit and rotate the spawn points and that sort of thing. But right now we got Vlad Reiser in the lead, and they're
actually,
holding 2 points, so they are pulling away right now.
Dylan Johanni of Vlad Reiser actually has 9 kills, 2 deaths, which is pretty promising.
Pretty strong play. Let's see if I can switch over to him.
There we go.
There we go. Yeah, it's 10 and 2.
Wow, it's a nice prone.
And he's capturing
Wow,
B.
Jesus.
So playing the objectives while racking up the kills.
Yeah.
Solid play. Oh.
I mean, yeah, we haven't seen much of this guy actually during the tournament, but he seems to be doing really good here.
Yes, he's on fire.
Literally. Now he's actually
Well.
throwing a Molotov cocktail. Yeah, he's on fire.
I'm on fire. All right, so we got the allies pulling away right now, but all 3 points are being contested. So a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, I mean it's anyone's game. It's still 2.5 minutes to go.
Yeah. Let's switch over to what's currently the best player on Dead by April. Let's see. Here we go.
Yep.
That is Jonathan, I believe. Yes.
Yep.
Jonathan, who's got 10-4 kill, and he's currently holding out a B.
Yeah, and this been Jonathan's been their big carry the entire tournament. Not doing just as well this match, but
He's
he's
up
still
against tough competition,
Yeah,
and then you can't go 51.
That's true.
But yeah, the Axis is actually holding B, but they are not holding C and A. So right now we got a 2-cap situation for Vlad Reiser pulling away.
Yeah.
And
there's just 1 minute and 30 seconds to go.
This game is all over the place.
Yeah.
Every point is being contested almost all the time. So But clearly, Vlad Reiser as always seems to have a little bit of an edge.
Yeah, sure. But now, actually, Dead by April got 2 of the points. There's only A left.
But it's being no, it's not. It's being contested. B is being contested.
B is being contested right now.
And they got it.
Yeah.
And you can see just how they all concentrated on that. So clearly, a lot of team play going on there. And I don't know if he's soloing a little bit here, Jonathan, but he doesn't seem to have his teammates with him all the time.
they're losing it. I mean, they are.
They need to spread out.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, they're. Vlad Reiser actually won the last game, and now it's only 46 seconds to go. So Dead by April needs a miracle.
Because we got a second half coming as well, of course.
Oh yeah,
so,
that's true.
So they've got a chance to pull it back. It's not a massive deficit to pull back, but they clearly need to
come up with something.
Yeah, they need to get. No, I don't know.
All of us has been in this situation. We know what it's like to be in this kind of situation. And it is hard. I mean, there's a lot of stress, there's a lot of tension, and to just take a moment, just stop, take a deep breath, and coordinate. It's
capturing B. And they're actually taking midpoint, but it was very.
They actually got all 3 points just by the end. Dead by April got all 3 points by the end, but it was already too late. Vlad Reiser was just too much ahead, but now it's halftime, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, but very interesting map to play domination on for sure when it's an even game like this.
Absolutely.
Because I think the last one we saw on this map was not an even contest.
No, yeah, exactly.
Let's see who's doing well now. It's very evenly spread here.
Yeah, I mean, we got a guy on Vlad Reiser who's William.
Yeah, he's doing really well.
Yeah,
we've been
24 kills.
Looking at him before. Maybe we should look at Vlad himself for a little bit. And go up there to see. That should be Vlad.
No, this is Dylan.
This is Dylan.
Yeah.
We got Vlad is not doing as well. He's 7 and 13.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we should tune into him anyway and just see how he's doing.
Well,
yeah, he's defending A here, looks like. Or he's capturing A, in fact.
And now it would appear that Vlad Reiser actually has all 3 control points. So,
And that is not good news for Dead by April.
No, they better step it up.
So
if they lose this...
Dead by 3 minutes.
Great, yeah. But yeah, if Vlad Reiser takes this, they actually win the entire tournament. So
I don't know what the plan is
here.
if we stop playing or if we're gonna get to see the second hardpoint map as well. I don't know what the logistics are of that because we just got cheated out of the bronze match. So. But we're seeing some great action here. Vlad Reiser he picked it up after we started looking at him, actually. It's almost getting to a
it's almost
50-50.
like he's following the Game Reactor stream right now.
Yes. Let's see what else we've got to see. The best player, I think, of the game is William, right? He's been doing
absolutely.
He's been doing great all game, and I think that's something that I find about Call of Duty. You should not always look at too much at the deaths, but a player who's got a lot of kills, even if he's got a lot of deaths, is playing real well.
Yeah, and Call of Duty is a lot about being at the right place at the right time. And, I mean, if you die a lot, that just means that someone is firing at you, which means that your teammates could be firing at them.
Yeah.
So it's a lot about distractions and diversions and stuff like that. And, you know, I'll admit I'm not the best Call of Duty player out there, but if you have a team and you can coordinate your team, you can actually have a lot of fun and you can be successful without even getting any kills at all.
Yeah. So right now, actually, Dead by April are holding 2 points, which is very important. And we got to see William walking straight into that guy. That was kind of neat to see. But that also he's playing aggressively and he's playing the objective. And then sometimes you're gonna walk into someone camping out
for
near
sure.
a point. So let's see if we can catch up with Jonathan, who was doing so well. He's doing well this game as well. He's got a 36-20 kill count, and
That's
he's
really good.
He's starting to carry the team a little bit. Now B is being contested, so that's where they need to focus, make sure they...
It would be great to hear what these guys are saying right now, actually.
Oh! He is...
Wow!
He is single-handedly...
I mean, they're actually closing in on them. There's one minute left, and Dead by April is in fact closing in.
But it's going to be hard to bring this back, though.
Yeah, but I mean, Jonathan is just cheering up the place.
Yes, and now...
Wow, it's bringing in a kill streak.
Wow. It's
Wow.
like he's been holding back a little bit. Didn't get anyone there, so...
He should have crashed the plane.
But it is because the map is so there's so much cover.
Yeah.
It's kind of difficult to get anything with that if you're
Exactly. And you have like 2 seconds or something to get something done, and it's
I think he got like 3 or 4 in one of the ones earlier against Guild Twins. So we're kind of bunched together, which is not a good thing with that.
Okay, guys, let's stick together. Oh man, it's a plane. Damn.
Yeah, that's the one time you don't want to stick together. So, and he's capturing A here, which means they've got 2, but then B is being contested.
Yeah, there's only 16 seconds to go, and it looks like Flatrider is going
valiant
to pick this up.
effort, but yes, I think we're looking at a
winning team.
Oh, he got another. Well,
it's too late. It is over. Flatrider has won the tournament.
Yes.
And yeah, I'm happy.
Yeah.
I mean, I love it when the underdogs actually win.
Yeah, because the first, like we should say, in the group stage, Dead by April took out Flatrider, and they did really well.
Yeah. Dead by April, solid play throughout the entire tournament.
Yeah.
They were really good in the finals as well. But yeah, Flatrider.
From the second game and on, Flatrider really stepped it up and showed that they could team play, and while also showing some great individual skills. So I think we're waiting on the winners to come into the studio here. There's probably going to be some little ceremony.
Yeah,
here, I'm sure.
Cool.
I don't know what they are winning, though. You've only been talking about your PlayStation Pro. But
maybe an Xbox? I don't know.
I think you've just been kicked off the stream.
Yeah,
We're not allowed to say that. You know, they got a marketing deal with PlayStation.
Oh, right. Yeah, sure. Yeah. No, I think there's a lot of honor to be taken. So, I mean, I think they're just winning the honor.
I've seen big bags of crisps and stuff here.
Yeah.
You know, you never know.
A bunch of sliders, burgers and stuff. Yeah.
There's burgers and stuff. I've just been sitting here all night. Yeah.
No, there's a food truck outside.
All right.
You got a ticket and everything to get free food.
I don't have a ticket.
Food. You didn't?
No.
For sure? Wow.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get it afterwards. But yeah, we're coming up towards the end of it. Of course, the plan was to stream all the way till 11. I don't know if Dory has a backup plan coming up here, but
well, we might do some on the ground floor.
Yes.
Show off some gameplay.
All right, back to the campaigner here. So maybe you'll be getting to playing some campaign.
Sure.
Eat up your words here.
Yeah.
Be calling out Kim for his performance.
Yeah, sure. I mean, it's obviously going to be a part of the campaign that I have not played yet. So, I mean, bear that in mind, guys. But I'll do my best.
But I think we're going to take in the winners and stuff before.
All
and
right.
we'll just have... Right now, we're just mellowing down a little bit. I think Dory is filming the winners ceremony. I don't know if we don't have that right. We got it down there in the corner. Nice one, guys. So, yeah, we're getting to see that. I'm sure you're going to hear some weird Swedish in the background. So if you don't understand that.
It's a beautiful language.
If you're not Swedish, bear with us. Because this is the Swedish launch event. It's not the global launch event or anything like that.
Yeah. No Hollywood celebrities here tonight, unfortunately. But we got a few Swedish celebrities.
Are you sure? There's no one like Peter Stormare?
No, Peter Stormare is not here, unfortunately. I was, yeah.
No. All right. No Alexander Skarsgård, no.
No, it's at the Danish event actually. So
Yes?
yeah, no, I don't know. That would be great. No, we got to see Sean Banan last year. Sean Banan was here last year. Look him up. He's a really funny guy. He's on Spotify and everything. So if you don't know who Sean Banan is, look him up.
You're missing out.
Yeah. Kim actually got a lot of selfies with Sean Banan last year. We'll probably get Kim out there to do some selfies with the rest of the celebrities here tonight. And yeah.
Yeah. We're just treading water, aren't we? This is horrible. Sorry, guys. Yeah. But it's been a great evening. I mean, I've seen some interesting action and got a good idea of the game. I'm gonna walk home with the game. I think everyone who's here at the launch event.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert. That's how they treat it at these kind of things.
Yeah.
You get the game. So I'm gonna go home and get into some of the trenches later on.
Yeah.
Maybe not tonight because I'm probably gonna hit the sack after this stream.
Well, I got school tomorrow, so I'm not gonna be able to play all night, unfortunately. But I think these kinds of events are great. They get people stoked. They get them together, and I think we need more of this kind of stuff.
I think there are a lot of these kind of events, but in Stockholm we've kind of lost a little bit of that. But yeah, which is weird because there are more and more games coming from here, so should be.
So I was thinking in the time that we have until we get the winners up here, they have the award ceremony right now that we're gonna, put a little. We have the little screen down here, but until we get the winners here to talk to them, you were commenting on how Kim was bad at the game, playing the campaign. So it's time to put up.
All right, put out. So I guess we're doing Operation Cobra. So we were just about to start this. Are you going, veteran?
I actually did this thing whenever I play a new Call of Duty game, I play them on the hardest difficulty level because I want all the achievements straight away.
You're not getting any achievements here or trophies.
Oh man. Well, I mean,
you don't get to bring them home.
I just want to show people that I'm better at Kim in this game, so I'm actually going to play on veteran.
I actually think he was playing on regular, so you're 2 notches ahead of him.
Jesus.
But it's also put up time.
Yeah. Do we have any Hollywood actors here in the cutscenes? I do know there's a lot of actors, well-known actors in this game, but I haven't seen anyone just yet.
I don't know. Like I haven't read up on that. You caught me at a disadvantage here, but I'm gonna.
I believe that Josh Duhamel of Las Vegas fame is supposed to be in the game, and Transformers fame. Oh, that guy got a scar in his stomach. Wow. Let me see if I can.
That's Sussman.
Good to be back, sir.
Yeah.
All right, fellas. Unique opportunity. This is our chance to break out of normal.
All right, we got a bit of a brothers in arms sort of situation going here. I kind of feels brothers in arms, right?
Oh yeah. I mean, if you're gonna create a World War II campaign story in 2017, you're obviously gonna look at Band of Brothers, Saving Private Ryan, and stuff like that. You know, the really.
Yeah, Band of Brothers was what I wanted to.
Yeah, and I mean, if Dunkirk had been released last year, there would obviously have looked at Dunkirk as well. And yeah, I mean, it's just a rich part of history, with a lot of emotion and
yeah, sorry to interrupt the exciting campaign of World War II, but we are watching the winners right here getting decked out with all sorts of prizes. As you can see, I think every winning member of the team got a PS4 and, of course, a memorable plaque to hang up above the TV so that, when you're sucking in multiplayer, you can look up over your TV and know, I won. It doesn't matter how bad I'm doing right now. But yeah, the award ceremony is over, so the winners will be coming up here shortly. But yeah, back to the campaign.
I've been playing this campaign for about 5 minutes now and have not died one single time.
I think I would be more impressed if you don't shoot a single bullet.
Well, I'm not going to shoot any gun bullets because it would appear I'm actually jumping into a tank or something right here. And I don't know how to skip the cutscenes. Actually, this is not a cutscene, so probably can't skip that. But yeah, I mean, looking at these graphics, this looks effing beautiful. I mean, action games these days, they got a lot of bad rep for being gray and Space Marines and 50 Shades of Brown, but a lot of lush environments here and some great lighting effects, so this actually looks pretty beautiful.
Yeah, it's nice that they've been able to do that and still keep it gritty, because sort of gritty is sort of something that we sort of, oh, it's going to be gray and brown and, you know, grimy, but they sort of managed to have both things here.
Yeah, I mean, World War II was absolutely brutal. I mean, just medics having to saw off limbs and stuff like that, and we actually got to see that a bit in the campaign. And I think it's a fine line between this kind of torture porn thing, when you just want to be edgy and show a bunch of gore just to be controversial, like they actually did in Modern Warfare 2 with the airport scene, where they're just mowing down civilians. But here it would appear they do it in a very classy way that is actually true to what happened in history. So
that's somebody's son.
That was a very brutal beaching there on Normandy.
I mean, that's one of the most horrible moments in all of recent human history. I mean, the Normandy D-Day thing. So, I mean, if you're gonna make a World War II game, you're always gonna have that in your game, because that is like the defining moment of World War II.
Headed this way. Stukas inbound.
And I have still not died. Oh, okay. It was Kim in that other tank. Jeez. Sorry, Kim.
Way too loud. That was. I hope you have your volume control on there.
I got no audio actually. Should I just? Oh, okay. Well, I don't need the audio. I'm good at this game anyways. Oh, I can do a bayonet charge. That's amazing.
We have disabled all the sort of visual cues. It's just audio cues now. So. Headshots in.
Yeah, I mean, humans have this weak spot in their brain. If you shoot it, they explode.
If not, you can just shake it off.
Sure. Well, if there's a medic around. Actually, just playing a first-person shooter without regenerative health in 2017 is really weird. I have not played this game so much, so I don't actually know what I'm supposed to do when I'm running out of health. Oh, yeah, look at that. Well, you are hurt. Get to cover. It's a bit too late.
You're dead.
Yeah.
On the fly as well, the medkit.
Yeah. Hey, look at that.
But yeah, they are a little bit more aggressive here on the highest difficulty, and they're hitting you a lot more.
Well, I got it under cover. I mean, I just love the Call of Duty gameplay mechanics of just sprinting, jumping, proning. It just feels so intuitive.
It's almost like you played another Call of Duty game before.
I have, actually. Thank you for noticing. Now, I'm just imagining that every person I'm shooting at is Kim, and seems to be doing pretty well, actually.
And but what do you feel about playing it on PlayStation 4? Is that your normal platform for Call of Duty, or are you sort of more of an Xbox guy?
I'm more of an Xbox guy, actually, but.
We only got one mic. Dory, can we get another mic? Oh, he's got the other mic.
So yeah, is the microphone working now? Yes. Okay. So it's now you watch the finals. So yeah, here's another microphone, and the team's coming in now.
All right, we're good to. We're gonna
we
get some
got the
guests.
winning team coming in.
I have no idea who the guests are right yet. So we're gonna have to. That's the first thing I'm gonna ask.
Hi.
Hi.
Sit down. Congratulations.
Thank you.
How does it feel?
Feels good, really good, excited.
And well deserved.
All right.
Hell yeah!
Congratulations, guys.
Thank
That
you.
was amazing.
Thank you.
2 games.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
How does it feel?
It feels okay, you know.
How much did you train? How much did you train for this moment?
I haven't played FPS shooters on console, no, not ever. So the first time was like 2 months ago, and I started out just a little bit with the beta and then Destiny, just to train my aim, and well, now we're here.
A lot of Destiny 2. It's been a lot of Destiny 2. Just for the aim.
So the best way
Basically
of...
the same game, right?
Yeah, I mean...
No, it's just like you have to have the control. It's totally different.
Pro tip for any aspiring Call of Duty fans out there, play a lot of Destiny and you'll win everything.
Yeah, well.
You'll get the aim, yeah. I think that's the most important part, like get the aim.
You have to have a lot of teamwork.
Of course.
We had a lot of teamwork.
But we didn't have headphones,
No,
so we
we
had to
didn't.
scream. We're like, go B, go B, rush B.
That's part of the experience, right? I mean, just standing up, screaming, shouting on top of your lungs gets you going.
Yeah.
It feels like the perfect COD experience. You just have to scream a lot and things will work out.
Yeah.
You're gonna regret that tomorrow with your throat being sore and stuff, but...
Yeah,
I can already feel it.
We need a lot of beer tonight.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
So I mean, tell us a little bit about the group matches. You met Dead by April. They won actually.
Yeah.
What was the thoughts going into the finals and having to face off them again?
It was kind of nervous. We were nervous. Everybody was like, shit, okay, they're really good. So we tried to check the tactics, which they used, like the weapons they used and how they went on. And so we thought like, okay, this is their tactics. We're going to use them against them.
Yeah.
And we just, I guess, the high spirit in the team as well.
Yeah.
We were all pumped up, like, whatever. Even if we don't win, it's like...
Yeah, second place is okay, but first
Nah,
place is even
we were
better.
like, we gotta win this shit, you know?
Yeah.
I actually voted for you guys in the poll.
You did?
So I'm really happy that you won. Hopefully I'll get one of these myself.
hopefully.
And yeah, I mean...
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, exactly.
I was interested to find out because you've been playing Domination all night, and then you got to play Hardpoint, and it felt like it changed things up a lot. And that game was so back and forth. The Hardpoint, you're just sort of taking turns and having the. What was that like? What was that sort of first game of the final?
Can you take that one?
It was really nice. The Hardpoint game was just on point.
I love that one.
I feel.
We like. It's hard point. You go. He's like, you go to that point and you stay there.
Yeah.
And everybody's like around me.
And just
I'm like, okay.
and just throw grenades. Just throw grenades.
Running.
Go scavenger and just throw grenades, and it worked out.
Yeah, full grenade on.
Yeah.
That was our tactic.
It was epic. I loved it. Hardpoint is really nice.
So you've been playing for a couple of months now, 2 months, just training. What's kind of your favorite loadouts, weapons, anything like that?
I love infantry. I think even though it's like really main thing, I just love it. I think that's for me. That's my thing. And the shotgun.
The shotgun is so nice. On the maze, it's just nice.
The trench level with the shotgun,
Exactly.
Amazing.
But I love M1. M1 is beautiful. If you have rapid fire on M1, dude, you're crazy. You're God. You're God. It's like schmuck. It's really nice. I love it.
Cool.
All right. So have you got a chance to play the campaign? Anything?
No.
not
But
yet.
tomorrow, right? Tomorrow we're going to play the campaign.
I think we can play now.
You can? Yeah. I'm going home.
We got the game.
You guys set this up right here.
Yeah.
Just in the
install it
VIP
here.
room.
Oh hell yeah.
This is the camo PS4 as well, right? That you
Wow, that's actually pretty
it's
cool.
Like a limited edition. I don't know if you can see it. Limited edition Call of Duty.
Is it the Pro? No, this is not the Pro. This is the standard.
It looks like a slim, actually.
No, I think it's a slim.
Yeah,
It's a slim.
I mean it only got two
Yeah.
two things here.
That's the way you can tell. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I'm still
It's
grateful.
a nice
I mean,
limited edition controller as well.
I mean, the problem with this is like, it's gonna get lost in your apartment. You're gonna be in your living room like, where did I put my PlayStation?
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's underneath the camo nets, of course.
Yeah.
It was really good. And our team was the only one with a girl in it.
Yeah.
That's true. That's good luck. That's good luck.
Yeah. Every other.
Maybe more than just luck as well. Maybe skills.
Skills,
Luck
maybe.
is skill.
Yeah. So, I mean, what's next for Team Vlad Reiser? I mean, are you gonna keep up the momentum? Are you gonna keep playing online, or what's the plan here?
Oh, I hope so.
Oh hell yeah.
It would be fun.
I want to play zombie. Like I love the zombie
yeah,
mode. Yeah.
zombie,
Yeah. And the
yeah.
campaign, because it's just the trailer of the campaign looks so amazing.
I mean, it's basically a playable version of Saving Private Ryan or Band of Brothers.
Yeah.
Looks really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically. So yeah.
I'm excited of it.
Just gonna play the game, I guess. Like all of it. Campaign, Nazi, all that shit. Until I get really bored, like with Destiny.
Nazi zombies, that's really cake on cake. As cake on cake as things get to shoot at, right?
Yeah.
Zombies and Nazis, like
Yeah.
To double evil.
I mean, Nazi zombies are the ultimate video game bad guys.
Yeah.
They should be in every single game.
Yeah, they should. They should.
Don't say that. I think that there may be game developers listening and that might actually happen. We're not too far off.
You know what Halo's been missing? Nazi zombies.
Yeah.
That's
Every game is missing that.
Yeah.
Even Super Mario.
Oh yeah, that'd be great.
Definitely.
Just throwing Cappy on a Nazi zombie.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Such a good game, actually.
Yeah, Super Mario Odyssey. Yeah.
Odyssey. Yeah, I love it too. Yeah.
Are we interviewing anyone else? Any losers or throwing their hat in the air?
You should be interviewed.
It's just a word. You don't have to take anything into it.
Yeah.
There are winners and there are losers. That's the way it is.
I just love that we won. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
Congratulations again, guys.
Thank you.
Worthy winners. I always root for the underdogs. And I mean, just stepping up the game for the final round, that was amazing.
We
Watch
played
it.
so
Thank
good.
you. Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for coming by.
Yeah. And good luck in your future Call of Duty endeavors.
Thank you. Hell yeah, man. You too. All right, let's go.
All right. Okay, I have no idea what we're doing next. Maybe we're going back to the campaign.
Well, I mean, I'm excited to actually beat the crap out of these Nazis.
So basically, that's the end of our regularly scheduled programming. But I mean, play the campaign for another 10-15 minutes, and then wrap up, and we'll call it a day. Of course.
I think Matthias needs to get past this scene here.
Should I lower the difficulty level? Should I do that? Are we allowed? Yeah.
You can do that. I think we want to see something new. But yeah, that was nice, and I didn't realize that they actually got the limited edition Call of Duty PlayStation 4s. Not sure that it would fit in my living room, the camo one, but that is a subject to taste and personal tastes.
And oh man, I died again. Okay, so Bengt, I want you to take a look at this. Now I'm playing on regular. This is the Kim Ormark difficulty, and I'm just gonna run in here. And
I know this is being recorded, and he's gonna throw this in your face.
No. Kim is not gonna be able to watch this. I mean, he's not gonna rewatch this 3-hour thing just to see me, talking shit about him.
There's fast forward.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Oh man, okay. Now I'm starting to be embarrassed. I'm actually gonna try to
Am I messing up your game here?
No.
Maybe I should talk some more.
I watch a lot of streams, and all I hear streamers saying is that it's really difficult playing and talking at the same time. I have never found that to be the case, but tonight I actually am. So
maybe it's the combination of having drunk a bit of beer and talking and playing at the same time.
Might just be that. I have this theory about I'm actually a bit better at games when I have taken a beer.
That's true. But there's a very fine edge. Yeah. The one too many.
There's like one drop too many, and you're as bad as Kim Ormark all of a sudden. I'm just gonna get used to this medkit thing. It's what keeps messing me up. Is that guy with me? No? Okay.
It really says something about, because we've been playing since the last sort of medkit game. I don't know, was Doom with medkits?
Oh yeah, sure.
But it's very rare to see a big game with medkits, the system, and not regenerative health.
Yeah, and Doom is a run and gun game. I mean, if you run and gun on recruit or regular, sure, that might work out. But playing on veteran and hardened in Call of Duty, it's all about taking cover. It's all about making sure that your teammates run up and stick with you. You can't just be a lone wolf. Boom shakalaka. And I run out of medkits, Bengt. I don't know what to do anymore.
You gotta lay low and let your teammates take care of business.
Yeah, for sure.
You gotta find the medkits as well, right? You gotta pick them up. But I think Sussman has medkits for you.
Oh my god, here's Dory. Oh man, Dory's actually really good at Call of Duty, believe it or not. When we were at E3 a few months ago, I remember Dory actually faced off against the rest of the Call of Duty, the Game Reactor team in...
It would help to run the right way, though.
Sure, pro tip. Yeah, we played this indie game, and Dory was just cheering it up. That was the first time he played that game, and he was so good at it. Yeah, now we got it. So, Bink, do we know what's going on in the story here? What's going on?
In the story, I think we're shooting Nazis.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, we got off from Normandy. I don't know what was it called that we went to now.
That's a really good question. It looks like the French countryside or something, but
I think it's gonna be sort of kept together, so we're kind of moving as a group. That kind of makes
yeah, you can move deeper into Germany, I'd suppose, and then kind of do the siege of Germany and obviously end the war. And I prefer that kind of storytelling and not this kind of back and forth. Yeah, which Call of Duty has. It's gotten crazy like that in the past games. You're playing like 5 different characters, and obviously one of them has to die in some dramatic way, like in the original Modern Warfare when the nuke goes off and stuff like that. And lately I think it's just become a parody of itself. It needs to outdo itself in more crazy ways, but this is like more both feet on the ground, or boots on the ground if you will, and
yeah, Dory's showing you up here.
I mean, Jory is free to change the difficulty level to veteran if he dares.
Controller! No!
Throw that back, Dory. Nice. That's really good. I mean, just looking at the weapons, just listening to the weapons.
The sound of the weapons is amazing.
I mean, having this machine gun in 2017 that is like has a silencer and stuff, you know, it looks cool. It has a red dot side. It got some radar on it that senses heartbeats or something. But this just looks like a piece of machinery with wood on it, like handcrafted and stuff. It looks so cool. And just the entire setting of World War II, it's got so much rich history and the culture of it, and it's just really cool going back to.
Oh, it's trouble.
I overextended.
Yeah, I did.
That's the problem with Call of Duty. You gotta sort of play it step by step and be tactical about it. And it takes a little bit getting used to, because it has that sort of flow to it where you're moving from point to point all the time. Yeah. That's if you're playing it like you play another shooter, you're playing it wrong. You gotta get into that mentality of.
Yeah, but the problem is, in previous games when you're running from point to point, you're running into a room, you're finding cover, you would expect the health to regenerate, but it doesn't here.
Yeah.
So
this just also looks like an endless stream. So
maybe you need to hit the trigger.
Yeah.
Packs, come on!
I love it that it just throws it at you when it's standing right in front of you. Oh, here we go!
Yeah, because they do that sometimes in Call of Duty, where there's a point where there's endless spawnings of enemies, and you just need to sort of hit the trigger to get past it.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that is how I got past veteran on, you know, Modern Warfare games. It's just that you need to cheat the game, you need to find a point where they can't reach you, just to make sure that your teammates advance, and they will take care of the bad guys for you. Obviously, I have not played through this game, so I can't say if that is the way they've designed this specific campaign.
Dory progressed there. It didn't seem like it was just hitting a trigger. He actually.
That's the beginner's luck for you, Bengt.
Well, we're all beginners here, so. Oh, nice.
Jump into that tank, Dory.
Thinking of Assassin's Creed with all these hay bales.
Oh yeah. Maybe Ezio.
In them. Yeah. I've been playing playing Origins a lot lately, so I'm kind of in Assassin's Creed mode.
Is it good?
It is very good.
I played it at E3, and I was really impressed by the scope of it and stuff like that, but I haven't gotten around to playing it, actually. I was too busy with the Fractured Bad Hole, which was amazing.
That was a very good game as well. Yeah, I've been in Ubisoft mode for a while here.
Yeah, exactly.
But Assassin's Creed is, you know, it's surprisingly, it's an RPG this time around, so...
Yeah. I mean, they took an extra year to develop it, and I mean, Call of Duty has had the same effect because in the previous years it was just Infinity Ward and Treyarch, and they were doing these things every other year.
Yeah.
But then they, they got Sledgehammer to develop Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, and this is Sledgehammer's second Call of Duty game, not counting Modern Warfare 3, which they, helped on. Yeah. And having this 3-year development cycle has really made sure that Call of Duty doesn't stagnate, and I think that's a really good way of looking at it. And I really like that they keep mixing things up, because I don't know what to expect from the next Call of Duty. You know, we see in the future, then we got World War II. Who knows what's next?
I mean, I certainly don't think we're going to see 2 back-to-back World War II games.
No, yeah, absolutely.
So, are we going to see something that returns to sort of like the Black Ops kind of era, or Modern Warfare, or something that's more futuristic? I kind of think it makes sense not to go futuristic again, and sort of keep it a little bit more in between.
They've done 3 futuristic games, and they just took it to the next level with every new release. Black Ops 3 was like androids and robots, and I didn't really enjoy shooting robots as much as Nazis. And then we got Infinite Warfare with like spaceships and stuff, and I don't think we will ever see anything beyond that. So I'm hoping for something like in terms of Advanced Warfare, but maybe not as much bunny hopping and wall running and stuff like that. I think that actually kind of took away focus from what Call of Duty is supposed to be, for me at least.
I mean, it feels a little bit like this game is a reset.
Yeah,
so they can
absolutely.
afford to sort of go somewhere in between those 2 extremes, whereas when you're sort of building on the future, you need to sort of just up it all the time.
Yeah.
So hopefully we can I would be interested in seeing something like, was it the original Black Ops that had a little bit of Vietnam and that sort of area in it?
And the original Black Ops was really good. It's a really good game.
I wouldn't mind them sort of stepping in there and then doing something modern. If you want to keep it a little bit chronological.
And to be honest, I think Black Ops 2 was it was a great step in the right direction, because they actually had like a diverging story with more like with choices, and you didn't know which choice was going to be right. You had to decide which of your teammates was going to die, like in Mass Effect, and it could completely change the story. That was really, really cool. And Treyarch, that's really good, Dory. Well done. Treyarch does a lot of experimenting with their Call of Duty games, so I'm really excited to see what they do next.
Yeah, I think Dory just dropped the controller there and is telling us that we're done, basically. It's been a pleasure. We've not finished the second mission here of the campaign. I think
Dory plays inverted, guys. Oh my god, this is wow. Wow, Dory.
So he's cheating.
He's cheating. No, actually, that's like I can't understand why anyone would ever have a inverted.
I mean, I think it goes both ways. It goes both ways. We're turning it off now. You're telling us we're shutting the lights, we're shutting the electricity. This is it. Thank you so much for watching our launch stream of Call of Duty World War II. We've been enjoying some of the campaign. We've been enjoying the launch battle tournament here. I've been enjoying Matthias playing here a lot, and Kim and Lisa and every guest that we've had in the studio. It's been great fun. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you next year, because I think there's going to be another Call of Duty.
Yeah, see you next year, guys.